Oh God.
Ew.
Oh, I need this. I'm choosing different artificer infusions. There's one called Radiant.
Do you
There's
get a
one
new
called
one?
Radiant Weapon. Basically, it puts an +1 on bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. But I can also use this as a bonus action to shed bright light for 30-foot radius and dim light for an extra 30 feet. But as a reaction, I can blind my target after I get hit by them, making
Oh,
everyone
that's
that
kinda
attacks
nice.
making everyone that attacks that specific person with advantage.
Well, if you were getting attacked, we'd gang up on him anyway, and then that's just flanking
Yeah.
advantage. But that's cool too.
But that advantage though.
With that advantage though.
Heck yeah. I'm so excited for the new spells from Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons.
Oh, that looks like so
More
much fun.
spells.
There's a
More
new ice
spells.
spell. There's a new ice spell.
Oh no.
More spells that I won't have.
Mm,
Oh,
new spells.
Free spell scrolls.
Oh, this one is gonna be perfect.
I don't want gold
Yes.
anymore. I just want scrolls.
pay me scrolls
Like I
In
actually
in this
have,
low magic world.
I actually have so little.
I will
I
be
got
back
a new-
in a
So
second
what?
and we will start.
I
All
got
right.
I got another infusion for y'all spell users. Spell refueling ring.
Whoa. More spell slots?
It refuels a spell slot, I think. I don't know
yeah.
which level though. Third level or lower. So it's basically what Thaddeus does.
Oh.
But that's just to himself. But now I can apply it to anybody else.
You know,
Now where's that ring?
What
I
ranger
only have.
subclass are you?
I'm Drake Warden.
Ooh.
Thing?
Ooh.
What the fuck?
It is. That's the revised ranger, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I actually don't know anything about this because it wasn't on D&D Beyond.
I am a. I'm
No,
about
Drake
to be
Warden.
a Drake Warden. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a Drake soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it-
he
it-
totally
it's
did.
Cinder.
Drake.
It's freaking Cinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, third level Drake companion.
Well,
You gain the
I love
service
Drake Warden.
of a Drake that you can magically summon using an action. That's cool. I wonder what's stronger, this or Beastmaster. Probably this.
It's
It depends on what you're trying to do.
Dude, there's so many limitations to Beastmaster. It has to be a medium creature that's half a challenge rating. So like it can't be like a large constrictor snake, even though that's half challenge rating, simply because it's
Right.
large.
that's
That
pretty
and
boo.
It happens.
Eats your attack action and your reactions to use it. So
Oh yeah, my first character in 5e was a Beastmaster Ranger. Bad choice.
Boots of the winding
I want to
path.
use it, but I kind of
250.
want the DM to bust it a little bit, make it act more like a seal defender.
Well, there actually is. Have you ever heard of the Beast of the Land and the Beast of the Sea? In Tasha's, they give you an option to have a animal companion that isn't specified as like a normal creature. It's a spirit instead, and basically it lets you use your bonus action to command it instead.
Sounds so much better.
Yeah, it's such a nice option to just basically be a steel defender.
The cool thing about Beastmaster, and the only cool thing about it, is that when you unlock multi-attack, you're allowed to like split those between them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's still kind of weird.
And I'm back.
I
that
will
point,
just
you
let
can
you
attack more
do
than
the
you want.
things.
Is that not a thing you can normally do if you have like two enemies right beside you? You could stab one and then slash the other.
Yeah, but it treats it like you could you could slash one and then you could tell your dog to bite whatever.
Oh yeah, bite the other on the other side of the room. Yeah, but at that point, that's why I love Echo Knight so much, because it's just
And
you.
I'm going to be pairing it with a Path of the Kensei Monk, and they gain the monastic ability to have quick shot, where if they have their Kensei ranged weapon on them, they can use it as a bonus action. So I could just attack them across the room anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to choose. It's hard to justify that one aside from like flavor, because having an animal companion is so much fun. But hey, also welcome back, Passion.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just making a token for Duck.
Ooh.
What color border would you like to have, Duck?
Uh, I don't know. I don't really care.
That was fun.
Take pink.
Pink. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, does my character sheet work though?
It should. It's not revealed to everyone yet. I will tell you that.
That's fine. I just want to make sure that I'm connecting with stuff.
Okay.
Let's turn off the roll with advantage.
So,
Roll advantage.
where are we picking up?
I will make a longer recap.
All right.
But, I swear to
Find out
God,
what-
the recap from last session was so bad. I was cringing so much while watching the video.
Ah,
It wasn't that bad.
Have you
Seen
watched it?
way worse. I've heard. Yes, I have.
Okay.
I was there too.
At least one proper fan.
I sat through the session. At least part of it.
Yeah, at the beginning. Okay, let me... Everyone, don't get panicked. It's just a token.
No, it's not.
No!
Ah! Secretly,
He makes Strife look like a midget.
Attack of the
I'm just
Titan.
a giant. I'm 25 feet tall.
Yep.
Could we like
See, that's
explain
secretly my
everybody's
character.
like every character's role in the group, or has he been watching the things?
Well,
Nah,
that,
fucking
come
throw him
round
to the
it.
wolves.
Uh-oh.
Throw him to the wolves.
All right.
Okay,
Clearly,
do you
D100s.
have dark vision?
Do I?
You're human, right?
I did. I am.
I'm ass-
Yeah, I'm totally
I'm
just a human.
assuming that's a no then, because normal humans don't have dark vision.
Well, that's the thing. I don't
No,
know
I'm
if the normal
totally
human-
just a normal
Yeah,
human who
totally.
happens to have dark vision.
Nothing
Oh.
strange about that.
Yeah, fuck me, I guess, huh?
Yeah, you're the lone wolf
Nothing weird
here.
about that, guys.
He transplanted his eyes.
I'm not even
You know-
a variant. No, I was just blessed. You know, I was just blessed with dark vision.
You know,
Yeah, sure.
I had the
Just
option.
don't let your holy shit come in contact with my blood.
I had the decision to give.
If someone would stop killing my owl, I'd have dark vision.
Wait,
Don't let the owl die.
Duck, which one is it? Is it Duck W? Right,
Yeah.
That's your account.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Whoa. That's just stuck in my head now.
Oh.
Listening to the Zootopia soundtrack. So sorry if you guys end up hearing that.
oh my God, there's so many tokens. God damn it.
We're gonna get copyrighted for Shakira's song.
I'm already gonna get fucking muted on my stream. I just have to stop the music when Passion starts, because I'm still playing my playlist.
I
actually added
playlists.
2 songs to my Thaddeus playlist.
Okay.
Really?
I got
Oh,
9.
nice.
I got 18 songs on there now.
Okay, so your token is now saved, so all you have to do is just drag yourself off of the map and onto the the sidebar onto the map, and then your token's gonna be there. So for now, I will leave you.
Heyo,
Wow,
look at
easy.
that hell. E-boy.
It's
Yeah.
your boy.
It's your boy.
is it? There it is.
Oh, sweet. Oh. That, AC is not correct. The heck?
Yeah, my AC is 28.
I'm at 100.
Looping current song. Okay, we're recording. Sounds on. All's good. Life's perfect, guys.
Heck yeah.
Life is always perfect.
For the longer recap, after leaving the Lonely Crow and traveling through the farmlands, making your way towards Wrane, you've encountered a bunch of thugs after rescuing a merchant called Horton Bottlegrass. You've managed to save him, retrieved the stolen goods, but one of the adversaries has escaped you with a certain item. You don't know what it may contain or it may have.
Except that it's an artifact.
Except that. But you don't know the purpose of that. Anyway, you've made your way with Horton towards Digvall, where you've decided to take a longer rest and hunkering down for about 10 days using Thaddeus's magical tower. From there on, you went about your business every day until the last day, where a captain of the local guard, Fardek, approached Thaddeus and spoke to him about the strange goings on that are happening within the western crater. But coincidentally, Ash's feeling, the drawing feeling, was leading him exactly the same way. So after taking a contract with Fardek, you've made your way down, battled through some extra-dimensional beings that were using diseased bodies as their puppets to fight you. There you've managed to find a second key, which the first one you found within Horton Grassbottle's father's shop. With the two keys, you've managed to open the gate that then led you to the final chamber, where you faced off a strange shadow-like being that was using this nebulous energy as a armor. There, Ash finally reached his destination. He found what was drawing him in: a blade. After acquiring the blade, you've barely, some of you almost losing your life to exhaustion and euphoria, lost your life and made your way back out, where a crowd has greeted you with applauses. There you've retrieved your reward for the contract, and you have went about your business within Digvall for the very last day. We've left off with Ash, but before I'll pick up with him again, I would like to ask Thaddeus a question. Have you summoned Oswald back?
I would have, yeah, if I had the time.
Okay, so you have the spells. Someone's dog is barking, by the way.
I think that's Strife.
Yeah, it's Drive.
So,
Sorry, I'll go see what the fuck my dog is doing.
after
Like, he has
summoning-
no-
that's fine. Yeah, after summoning Oswald, you notice one thing. He's more quiet than usual.
I think I'd let it go because Thaddeus is exhausted. But at like in the middle of the night or something, before whatever else is going on throughout the day can happen first. But at the middle of the night, he would end up speaking up, so we can come back to that in a minute.
Okay, so with that, I will go ahead and borrow Ash.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hi,
Alright.
and let me just again, I need to disconnect Hydra, which is annoying. Oh, I can do it like that. Wow. Okay. How are you feeling, by the way?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm honestly having a good time. I'm excited to be here, although I'm
Dear
still worried
consultants,
about not being able to play as much as I want to in these kind of sessions with
Why is
that
that?
job.
With the
I
job?
I did end up getting that job, and
Okay.
it isn't every Saturday, but at least every other Saturday, and it starts at 4.
So, what time is it now? At yours?
Right now it is 1:30.
So you have like 2.5 hours, 3 hours?
2. Yeah. So it's gonna be a bit of a time crunch on my end.
Yeah. Wait,
But
what? Okay.
unless they call for overtime, it's only on Fridays. So.
Okay. So hopefully not too
Hopefully.
obstructing within our sessions
Yeah.
and for you to miss out.
I don't want to miss out on anything. I love this campaign.
Okay. I was just making sure that that's the correct song. Sorry for the wait.
Very good.
Okay. A still, black ocean spawns all around you. Each step you take sends ripples. Looking to the horizon, you cannot spot one, as the edges seem to merge with the cosmic scape dotted with stars. Nebulas of phlogiston give color to this vast, desolate place. And before you, a massive inky throne with a figure sat on it, shadow-bound with one yellow, one blue eyes, and sensible rings of energy around his neck and wrist. You have finally reached me, Ashki Drasvir. A mad laugh echoes through the space. Behind the gargantuan silhouette, you see a planet. After probably an enormous impact must have caused it to split in two with other smaller debris floating with it, as if in stasis. Welcome. I've been waiting for you, Ash.
You have. Was it you then who helped me too? I see.
Yes.
What is your name?
I am glad that you ask me this, Ashkidrathvir. For I am Azazel.
Azazel.
I doubt that you ever heard my name before.
No. I haven't.
Well, you will hear it very often from now on. But, and you see he begins to stand up, and as he does, he begins to take steps towards you. But with each step, he seems to shrink. and he shrinks to about like 3 times your size.
Oh.
And stands like 10 feet in front of you. Now, you found what I led you to, the gift that I've bestowed upon you.
Lord. Yes. What was that urge that had awoken with me whenever I struck my friend? Do I have to fight for control every time I use it?
It is a special blade. It wasn't meant for mortals to wield. But, given your special circumstances, I found that it may be useful to you. Especially with the deeds that I will require of you. With that said, and you see him crouch down, but as he does, you hear a thud right behind you. And a growl.
I kind of turn my head to the side to look back behind me.
As you do, you see the same thing that you saw right outside the gate within this space before you were swallowed. You see a tiger-like creature made of nebulous energy with yellow body and 2 blue eyes, 2 tails, and it starts to pace around you. And it walks up next to Azazel and sits beside him as he crouches on one knee. And you see he opens his hand towards you, and within the hand there's the blade. Do you accept my gift as the mortal vessel that you are?
What do you require of me?
The mad laugh starts again. He stands up and like he crushes his fist, and then he opens it again and the blade's gone. He stands up and you see him reach out to the stars, and he grabs one of them. It seems almost blinking for a second as the celestial being brings it back within its hand, and you see a frosted see-through sphere. And inside you can see a humanoid shape of blackened skin with claws and an empty socket where a single eye once sat. He looks at it with content. Do you recognize this? And then he turns back to you and shows you the globe.
I don't fully know.
Roll perception for me.
Perception.
Whoa.
21.
Within this see-through globe, it's almost like a bubble within water, but like frosted over. And inside you see what you killed back in the Underdark. It's a Nautic that you have slain, and the one that you've consumed, his soul.
Oh. Nothic.
This is what I will require from you. You see, mortal plane is beyond my reach at the moment. That's why I require you to be the medium that connects this place and it. And these are the trophies I would very much be pleased with. I want you to acquire more souls, slay more foes, bring more bodies for me.
I see.
Of course, don't try and take too long. I can be impatient. And
Of
when that
course.
happens, we'll see what will happen.
Okay. As long as our prior deal still stands, Cinder is safe.
I have no need of doing nor acquiring any soul of your companion. It is but a friend to you, isn't it? And as he says that, you hear the growl or the roar of the beast next to him.
Yes, it's the last piece of home that I have. It's more valuable to me than anything else.
Let it not be the last one then. I'm sure you will find more. Now, as we were saying, do you accept the gift as the mortal vessel that you are? And again, the blade appears in his hand.
I will claim those trophies for you.
Very
Reach
well, Ashkidrathvir. With that. And he crouches again, and the blade is within your reach.
I grasp it.
With that, our souls are connected. And as you grab the blade, you feel similar energy that rushed through you when you were fighting the thing in the chamber with the sword. This ecstasy, but also this kind of nasty feeling twisting your guts inside.
Ugh.
Now, one last thing. As he stands up and begins to walk back towards the throne, and with each step growing back to its original form, a gargantuan being. And he sits down with one elbow on the armrest and a hand against the cheek, if he could make out a cheek out of his features. When I summon you here, you have but one question to ask me. No more and no less. I will bid you farewell. And he snaps his fingers, and as he does, the solid ocean floor that's beneath your feet that was rippling gives way, and you fall, sinking into the blackness. And as the last star from this galaxy stretching above your head flickers away, you wake up in the middle of the night.
Alright.
Okay. I can move you back now, so...
Alright.
It's definitely in my
Hello, everyone.
like
Hey.
Oh, hello.
We're not quite done yet, because
Water, just take the feat that the cantrip that you want.
Okay.
Don't worry about what other people got.
I see.
Okay.
Fun stuff's happening here, but I've got more fun stuff for you, Strife.
Oh, he gets a music.
Oh.
hey yo. Hold on, I have the box.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, now where's that song? That lovely song that I have chosen for you.
Thank you for putting so much work into these. I haven't get pulled aside in forever, so I'm glad this is happening.
Discord. Loop song. Okay. My god, doing Ash's patron voice is rough.
What? Hold the fuck up. I thought
Okay.
I thought he's a hexsplit. Okay.
I just need to pull up your sheet because I have my notes here. Okay.
I was trying to show off my athletic score to Doc, and I rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
It's like my one for the session.
Why am I? Okay. You come to, and your sudden exhale kicks up the sand from in front of your snout. As you begin to lift yourself up from the cold, coarse ground, you feel freezing night winds skittering down your back, a sensation you used to be very familiar with. As you right your body up and stand, you realize that your field of view is limited. Only a few feet each direction from you reveals sand. Beyond that, darkness.
I'm just imagining it. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, is it? Can I just do whatever now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know that's what was happening. I thought you were like storytelling. I guess I'll just traverse forward in the direction I woke up.
Okay. You begin to walk forward, and you just walk and walk. Nothing changes. The cold ground sending shivers down your legs every few steps as your paws dig in through the sand. And still, you don't see anything in this darkness except these few feet that are somehow brighter than the rest of this space.
Do I have anything on me?
Anything you would normally have, except maybe, well, clothes, but you don't have any of your equipment.
I guess. Like looking in all directions, there's nothing around me.
There's just darkness.
Do my senses pick anything up?
Your smell does. There's a familiar scent in this space, but it's hard to pinpoint.
I'm guessing looking up doesn't reveal anything either.
You look up and you do see sky, but it's fully clouded. There's not a single star. There's just like a massive black sky of the dark night at the desert.
At this point, I think he would probably kneel down and just kind of meditate, try and like seek guidance.
Very well. You kneel down and you close your eyes. And then you hear as if wind was pushing something. You open your eyes, and in this cruelly cold and lonely scenario, you smell the familiar scent, but stronger, and a flower of yellowish flame drifts out of nowhere in front of you, followed by a feel of warm embrace, cradling your head from behind. And you hear a voice. It's alright, Strife. Everything is fine. The comforting tone of your mother's voice as she pets the mane on top of your head.
I don't really know how to respond to that. I think he would probably just turn back to see her face.
You turn around and you see the yellow flame ghost form of your mother, wearing the same fur-lined dress and large earrings as you saw her last time. And she just smiles back at you. How have you been, Strife?
I've been getting by. Kind of adopted a new family.
Are you taking care of them?
The best I can.
I wouldn't expect anything else from you. Are they taking care of you?
So far.
That is always good to hear as a mother. I don't want my cub to go on and be mistreated or left alone as you were.
I'll be alright. I've made it this far.
I know you will. In the end, you were my sunshine. Just like your brother and sister. This place. I've brought you here because I have something to tell you, Strife.
Listening?
They will come to you. And they, or maybe I should say we, it's a confusing thing. They will come to you and they will show you something. But you have to be ready. You have to be ready to face your own past, Strife. Just like we did. Just like we did just before. There's no reason to be sad at the moment, but I'm just glad to see you.
Same here.
Do you think you have what it takes?
With the people by my side now, I think I have the best chance now than I ever had before.
And what if the people by your side cannot help you with what you're going to have to do?
I'll do it alone.
You are always so cocky. She walks up to you and crouches down, and this flaming form reaches its hands out, and you would recoil if you weren't familiar with the flames. But as you are, you don't, and when they do, when the hands reach your face, you don't feel burning sensation, but a comforting and very loving warmth. It looks in your eyes. I've missed you so much, Strife. We all did. And they will come to you when the time is right. And as I said, you have to be ready to accept the past for what it was and what it could be. Because
Ooh.
because we must show you something. And you see as the face goes from like happy and smiling to this like serious face of your mother that you know only from a specific moments in your life where you must have really messed up or you must have really not listened to what she was telling you when the time was very important. And let's just summarize it saying dangerous.
I'll be ready.
She smiles and she begins to stand up. And you see her take steps backwards into the darkness, and each step leaves a flaming footprint that quickly fizzles away. We'll be always with you, Strife. We will always be. And she disappears into the darkness.
Am I still here in the darkness?
As you sit there on the cold ground, you see as the darkness begins to swallow you. And as it does, the dream ends. That was your dream.
Should I go join the rest?
Yeah, oh,
She was third date.
there we go.
What?
Phew, phew.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Whoa,
about
whoa,
it.
Oh
whoa,
god.
whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Heyo.
Emmy says hi to everybody here.
Hola!
Hiya.
Hello.
We're actually about to start D&D now. Everybody else was like, "Oh, we get dream sequences."
I had a
Just
dream.
chilling.
I had a dream.
Come on, guys.
Okay,
What's wrong?
Hi.
Huh?
Pialis, or Thaddeus,
Yo.
I'm assuming you're asleep.
I'd be getting ready to sleep yet.
So let's just say that when you were getting ready to go to bed and Oswald's there with you, he perches on the side of the bed. And as he does, he just stares at you for a prolonged time.
You know you're getting weirder.
It's like he's about to say something, but he just cannot find. You don't know if it's courage, if it's the will to say it. And as the owl does, he turns around his head 180 degrees, and then the body follows. And he just says, "I'll go and have a look." And he goes through the owl window. And that's all he does for you. Or that's all he says to you.
Not out loud, but just telepathically to him, because he is my familiar.
Yep.
I'll say to him, "You don't have to hesitate to talk. Honestly, at this point, nothing will surprise me."
You would be surprised what surprises you.
Well, I won't know until I find out.
Let's just leave it for another day, Thaddeus.
Well, I
It's
guess it's time
not
for a
a
nap.
hasted matter.
Well, don't keep me waiting too long.
I'll try not
Curiosity is piqued.
to. I will try not to. I'll have a watch. You can enjoy your sleep. I know you're exhausted.
Unbelievably so.
Okay, so everyone beds down, or actually, everyone comes to. It's the next morning as the sunrise, begins to greet the early blue sky. What is your move?
Dunkel begins building.
Okay. Am I allowed to know what he's building?
New infusion. Cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh,
He uses
okay.
his own cloak to make a camouflage cloak.
Coke.
Cloak. Sorry.
Danko with like the lab goggles, a mask, and a
Yeah.
lab coat. That's my Coke.
Look to my coke. You
My
rings out.
heroin. I meant heroin. I meant heroin. I meant heroin.
Yeah, I bet Danko's getting low on his syringes, eh?
Oh, who's telling you this? Oh my god. Other than that, he also starts tinkering with his AKA gadgets or spells.
AK-47.
Me with danger sense. I now have danger sense.
Cannot be surprised, was it?
I'll just read it to you. When you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dex saves.
Okay.
Against things that you can see, such as trap spells. Ah. Okay. Where do I shrink it? There we go.
Okay.
I also got this.
Ooh. I need to shorten that.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's encompassing a bunch of things, so I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, your natural explorer is like literally like a third of your abilities.
Yeah. Nice that they broke it up into like one thing, but at the same time, there's so much text on this one. It's one ability. All right. And then I put spaces in between them. Should I get rid of the spaces or should I keep the spaces?
It's fine. Spaces are alright.
Oh. Oh, now I need a short rest. Uh-oh.
All right.
So you wake up, Ash,
Yes.
and you look where you left the blade that you found, and it's no longer there.
Oh, come on. Wait a second. I kind of get up, put my hand in front of my face, and then try to summon my packed weapon.
Your packed weapon does appear.
It's my standard packed weapon.
It's your standard packed weapon.
Alright. Disappear. I look around for the blade. Nothing in the room.
Nope. Just your sleeping dragon. Baby dragon.
Yes. Alright, I'll go over and pet Cinder a little bit. And then suppose try to see if that polling feeling exists at all anymore, or if it's gone.
You take a moment to concentrate, and no. There is
Nothing.
no pulling feeling anymore.
That's a weight off my chest. But
Literally.
damn it, we just got that. Thaddeus?
What? What now?
The sword's gone.
What the fuck do you mean the sword is gone?
The sword's gone.
What do you mean? There's soup.
I'm at soup.
I'm
What
at
do you mean
soup.
you're at soup? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Okay, all right. Back. Sorry. That's fucking set me off.
It's like a fucking tip.
It's just missing.
Well, fucking find it.
He's been
I
back.
didn't almost die just so you could lose the sword.
I know. All right, I'll go
I
outside.
fucking climbed down the ladder, like not even had a bath yet. I just woke up to Ash
my
yelling
God.
at me.
Sorry.
For the first time in maybe ever, you see Thaddeus with a bed head.
What is that? No.
Just like waves his hand over his head as he like looks up for a second. Fuck, and then prestidigitation, like water on his head.
Dang. Baths are required after. Alright, so I start trying to open the front door. The locks.
And you open the door, swing it open, and as you do, you see Fardek in a position where he was just about to knock on the door, but then he's like steps away.
Oh.
Oh, I guess you knew I was coming. Good to know. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Sorry about being in such a disarray.
Everything okay? You look a bit disturbed, and he starts looking inside the house. Like a policeman would.
For the most part, it was a long day yesterday, of course.
Of course.
How can we help you?
Oh, I merely just came here by, and I understand that you will be leaving soon, and, I just wanted to make sure that you've got everything that you need.
No. Sorry, no, we don't. I'm actually after gems.
Okay.
Gems.
Any specific ones, or you just need them for decorations?
It doesn't have to be too expensive, but I am looking for. He like looks up for a second, you know, when someone's thinking, and then ruby, carnelian, topaz, opal, sapphire.
Well, that's a
The
lot
size
of
of a
words.
thumbnail.
That's a lot of words that I do not understand. Or,
A ruby,
oh, that
a
one I did.
carnelian, a topaz, an opal, and a sapphire. About
one
the
I
size
did
of
as
my
well.
thumbnail, and I'll just hold up my thumb.
A carnelian gem?
Well,
Duckle didn't hear that.
I am sure that you can probably find a merchant in the market, or in Digvall. You probably can find most of what you're looking for, although don't quote me on that. That is. Okay, so if you don't have
But-
anything, oh,
Um,
I would be lying
could
if
we-
I. Yes, go ahead. Sure.
well, I honestly could use a little bit of the feed for the horses. We've got that wagon over there, and it's a long journey to Wrane.
Understandable. I can arrange that. Just come by the stables on your way out, and I'll make sure to let somebody know to give you some food for the road for the horses.
Thank you.
Now, I would be lying if I didn't come here to ask about the blade. Do you have it?
The blade. Yes. That's containing all that darkness. Or
Yes.
whatever that was.
As you described it. Can I see it?
I don't know how it would react. I've never.
To
Well, I haven't.
me looking at it?
Yes. I don't know how stable it is, to be honest.
Roll a deception.
Oh,
Let's go! Tricking the police.
Time to roll inside.
Woo.
Oh. Well, if that's not possible at the moment, let it be, but I just wanted to mention that again, that I would advise to go with it to some higher authorities. I've never seen anything like this, and I doubt that most people have. It would be good to confirm that with someone who knows how to deal with such relics, weapons, whatever it may be.
Yes, if, for instance, we did want to bring it to a higher authority, who would you advise we seek? Just to be safe.
From my personal experience, I know that nobody in Digvall has any information about such things. Your best bet would be to head to Wrane and ask for someone in City's Hall or such. Or your best bet, honestly, would be to go to Essay. But there's a long way to go.
Ash, can you make an insight check?
Yeah.
What's an insight check, Thaddeus?
He's at 321 in a row.
Wow.
I need to think which one of these I actually would use in this situation. You know what? I don't know. Let's just go with the regular. You said essay.
Yeah.
That is visibly shakes at the thought. And then like catches himself and like sort of clears his expression and just goes back to what he was doing.
But
Which is reading his book upside down, by the way.
oh,
Because I rolled a 7, I might as well make it funny, right?
all right, heck yeah. Ash will remember that. But as you just said,
Yes.
Thaddeus is the best mage in this town. If it's safe with anyone, it's safe with him at the moment. At least until we get to Wrane.
That is very true. I cannot disagree with you on that, Usher. Well, with that said, I will take my leave now. I am sorry to bother you this morning. And as I said, just come by the stables and I make sure to have said something to someone over there. They'll provide
Thank
you
you.
with the necessary goods. Hey,
Thank you so much.
he like lifts his helmet off his head and nods as he does, and then he puts it back on.
Now I'm back. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. And I wish you a safe journey. And he
Thank
turns
you.
around and makes his way back towards Digvall.
Yeah, I just saw Dragon Scrotum Golf.
I told you.
Also, can we go to the Forest of the Cursed?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are just asking for death.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, we have two moods: Dragon Scrotum Golf and Forest of the Cursed.
Oh.
Yo, I'll be honest. I will go in the exact opposite direction of southwest. So, Dragon Scrotum Golf sounds great.
Yeah.
Wait, southwest. Why don't you want to go southwest?
Don't worry about that,
Yeah,
So-
don't worry
So
about
I
that.
don't say like. How many points of exhaustion do you still have?
I have
Oh.
2.
All right.
One
Here-
thing I would like to mention, I will not make you retain the reduced maximum HP Thaddeus, but where Ash cut you with the blade, you see as there's almost a piece of your skin and muscle missing. Like, it's a very tiny piece, but there's like
Cut me
a...
across the arm, right?
Yeah, but normally you would have seen like a scab or something form on top of that. There's no scab. There's literally just your skin, and there's like a triangular divot in your skin. Very small, but there.
There's just like a permanent cut in
I
your
don't
Yeah,
know.
there's like a
that.
permanent scar on your arm at the moment.
That's fucking cool, actually. I want fan art, or I want to commission art and just have that as like
Thaddeus, like that.
a little Easter egg. But yeah, Thaddeus would have noticed that in the morning, but he wouldn't have said anything. He would have just let it be. Right.
I think that went well.
I'm
Sure.
assuming all this noise would have woke me up.
Oh yeah, like as soon as
Thaddeus actually looks at his book now before he was just in the direction of it. He's actually reading and realizes that it's upside down. We'll flip the book upside right side up.
Dunkel would knock at the front door.
all right,
Boom, boom, boom.
Friday.
It's like before anything, y'all hear like this big giant like rustle of metal and grinding of like the ground. But he begins to knock on the door.
And you know what? That is a good point. Oswald did say he was going to look out and keep watch. Let's see what he
My
was
danger
actually
sense
watching.
kicks in because Cobalt is super scary.
So what were you doing last night?
I don't even know what last night was. But I would assume Dunkel was brewing up a lot of chemicals and then putting it into these like syringes. And then another one was him disassembling some gadgets, making different
Breaking
ones.
Cobalt. Fucking Breaking Bad Cobalt.
And then because that's a 12, right?
It's in a 20.
Oh, nat 20? Oh, well then you
Oswald
also
has
noticed
advantage.
that Dunkel is also using mirrors on a cloak.
You're alright. Okay. That's clever, but also fuck you. Magic is real. Just accept it. Magic's not real.
Magic's not real.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yep. Illusions.
Alright. So anyway, what are you doing now this morning after our conversation with the guard dude?
Dunkel has just been in his hut listening.
all right.
And then he went outside after the guard has left and began to.
All right. So I kind of step outside after Fardek has stepped away, kind of looking around, just hoping that I'm gonna find the sword stuck inside of a tree or something. At
I-
this point,
Roll a perception.
Can I make an investigation check for the tower and
Yes.
just see if I can turn this shit upside down?
Yes, you can.
all right.
So perception for Ash and investigation for Thaddeus.
Perception is
Hey.
garbo.
Long
I mean,
look.
you see there's one tree that's not too far away, and it looks like the inside of it has been, like, eaten away. There's a hole in it.
Ah.
The fireball.
Oh,
I still have the bead.
It's not that tree. That tree's gone.
that tree doesn't exist anymore. We don't talk about that tree.
18.
I'm still holding one of the bombs.
You flip the house upside down, and no traces of the blade.
So this tree, does it actually look like there is like a chunk taken out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I have
Aside from
disadvantage.
just rot?
It's 14.
Uh,
Doesn't matter.
Not in that sense. I'm pretty sure I know what you're
Okay.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Where is everyone?
I'm staring at a tree. Outside.
I'd probably be coming out with Buddha right now.
Why do I
Always.
keep losing my fucking mouse? What is
Oh,
that?
hi, Strife. Morning.
Morning.
odd perception at Dunkel, but his cloak begins to shift.
I'm going to perception that.
Well, you notice Dunkel has tampered with his cloak, but it's also blending in with the background.
Huh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How's your morning? How did you sleep?
I slept fine. I feel great.
Wonderful. Where is everyone?
Right. I'm
I
going
think
to
that's
basically
it.
try and track the cuts in the trees. Like I'm gonna start paying attention, see if there is an actual another tree with the same kind of damage.
There's literally no trees around you except that one within like 300 feet radius.
Oh no.
Check the people.
And you walk
Cuts
up.
on the.
You walk up to check the tree, and as you do, you try to look inside where the rotten part is, and suddenly a squirrel pops out in front of you, and it starts climbing
Alright.
the tree. And you look down inside the rotten trunk, and there's nothing there except for like pieces of nuts that it must have crushed and eaten.
I kind of scratch the back of my head and start walking back.
All right. Well, we should probably head to Wrane soon.
Right now? We still got a lot more
mean-
things to, pack and stuff.
Well, yeah, we should pack up and head there. Is what I mean. I mean, not
I
really
do
much to
have-
pack. We just have a tower.
I do have something to look into before we go. Where is Ash?
I don't
Start
know.
walk. Well, I kind of step towards the rest of the party. Morning, everyone. Door's
Oh,
missing.
God. Don't sneak up on me like that.
Right. Well, I need to go into town to look for something. Several things. How? Those gems you've been cutting.
Mm-hmm.
How's that coming along?
Oh, I finished them a long time ago.
Did you get any pieces of them?
Pieces?
Something about
No.
the size of my thumbnail.
No.
Wait,
You cut
was I
gems, and nothing was.
Do you have no leftover?
Well, it was more of a refinement, and it's just like dust. It's to make them look a lot more pretty, I guess.
Whatever. I'll look for the gems that we had in Digvall real quick.
All right, I'll come with you.
Alrighty.
I'll come with too. I want to see what they have to sell here.
Remember to grab food. We're about to go on a long journey. If you
Did
haven't
that
already.
last night.
I know Strife got some food. Did you get some food as well? Yeah.
I'll go get that during the night. I'll be here for the whole entire day.
All right.
Yeah, I made sure I have 2 weeks of rations at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for 3 because I have a dog I need to share with.
Wait, are we leaving like today or tomorrow morning?
It's not like it matters at what time we leave, because if we need to sleep, I can just bring up a tower.
Alrighty, just making
I
sure.
can actually have 3 towers now.
No.
God damn.
4 if I take 10 minutes, or take an hour to rest.
Okay.
The reason I ask is because Dunkel can finish one of his gadgets that requires one last day.
Cheeky.
Ah,
Yeah, we can take 1 extra day. Recover
I mean,
my
if we're
point.
going to have a whatchamacallit, like horses and a carriage, you could probably just finish it in there.
As long
Make
as
it
it's
work while moving is awkward.
Butter, just remind me quickly.
Mhm.
Did you make 2 rolls? I'm pretty sure you
No.
only made one row for the
Yeah,
first
one
phase.
row.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wait, roll for what?
Oh, it's
Don't worry
suspicious
about
rolls.
I mean- All right.
Okay, so basically, everyone's going to town except for Danko?
hmm
Or did you want to go as well?
No, I basically already have everything since Dunkel found an explorer's pack down there.
Also, Passion, I don't know if you noticed, but I basically rolled almost max on my hit die for this level.
I did not.
I rolled a 14 when my max is a 15.
Oh, that's fucking splendid.
So, I'll, realizing
Becoming
Strife
even
is
tankier.
really good at hearing, he's not going to try and whisper to Ash. Instead, he's going to hold out his book to Ash and like pretend like he's asking a question, but just point at an entry, and it will be a list of what he's after.
Hmm.
I'll tilt and look down toward it. What do I
that's
see
not
on
you,
the
yeah.
list? The gems. Oh.
Yep.
All right.
What's that?
Let's just remind Passion as well.
What's that?
I nod to you and then look over to Dunkel for just a moment.
Oh wait, I rolled a
Wait,
D10.
you're not there. Shoot. You rolled a D10?
Isn't
Yeah, my
yours-
barbarian hit die is a D12.
Yeah.
But I was almost got. I'm just gonna keep it.
All right.
Fair enough. I mean, you rolled lower, so lower die is what I meant. All right.
I don't
So,
want to reroll.
what was it
either.
that you said, Ash?
So
You stayed behind, so
you stayed behind, so sadly.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Thought you were still at the front of the house. Okay.
Alright, so I read from the book, and now we're heading into town. How much could those be?
imagine a couple hundred gold.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, this is going to cost most of my reward.
I mean, we do have that giant chunk of rubies somewhere.
Yeah, don't you have enough ruby?
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna.
Well,
I think I have that on me. Yeah,
I
do.
brought that up because I thought Dunkel had cut the gems already. So the ruby, I was hoping for a piece of.
I think I have
if
the
it was
ruby on
just
me,
for the
don't I?
cost.
Danko was
I
cutting
think-
a lot of gems.
I think
at the beginning.
you missed like the first week that we were doing like our downtime, and we just assumed that we.
Oh yeah, if I
collected all
shared
those
them with you
together.
guys, then yeah, okay.
So,
Because I remember having that and a diamond on me. The ruby was worth 700. The diamond was worth 1500.
so I have everything with money. Big Emerald was 800. Ruby was 1,100. Diamond was 1,500. All gold pieces.
Yeah,
My
so we
ruby
didn't
was
have a
listed as
sapphire.
700.
This was recent because of what?
Their values change once they're cut.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So if they were cut, well, their price went up.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's probably some like shadings.
Yeah, how is there no leftover?
cut.
Because you had to cut them to a nice shape.
Well, because it's more dust and he isn't like chipping at it because that will take away the value.
Well, save the dust.
I don't think he
I
did.
mean, ruby dust and
No.
diamond dust are both useful.
I don't
There's
think
probably
he did.
on your workbench. There's probably just ruby and diamond dust just sitting there right now in your
Mixed
little
together.
cabin. Yeah.
I
Great.
actually need
All right.
diamond dust. So
Oh,
That's
great.
what we call a good start.
that'd be
Oh.
real bad. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for.
I thought that's how greater restoration worked.
No, not even a little bit.
Ah.
Greater hinder, more like.
But so we don't really know that too well. So Well,
So
we
do you
know
want
the
to
cut.
assist me, or do you want me to assist you in
Um,
looking,
You in looking,
like
Wouldn't
investigating?
Wouldn't the bird?
I think
Oh,
I think you should investigate and try and find. We can look around town, see if there's any gems. See if there's multiple. Find
know
the
am
what?
I
best
overhearing
prices.
you guys talking?
Well, this is just like an out of like who wants to assist who right now.
Oh.
I did
I was gonna say, if you guys are talking
suggest.
about looking for something, I could help.
I don't think we talked about it. I just pointed out what I'm looking for to Ash in a book because I knew you could
Okay.
hear really well.
What
Because
do
if
you-
you need someone to help assist you, because you have a high bonus, I have proficiency, so
Yeah.
Well, that's perception based. So how about this? Strife,
Alpha.
can you keep an eye out for, or an ear out rather, for salespeople talking about precious goods, gems specifically,
All right, I'll keep an eye out for gems.
and then how about we both roll investigation, Ash?
All right, we're all fanning out to look for gems.
I have disadvantage. It doesn't matter.
So all of you fan
Hey.
out to look for gems?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I had disadvantage.
All right.
Wow, 18, 19, 20.
I also have other
Oh,
stuff
you
I'm looking
rolled.
for.
No. Wow, you rolled
I
two
have-
19s?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I have
Also,
disadvantage.
you want me to roll again? Because I also want to look for an armor shop.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It can be the same thing.
Finding a
okay.
blacksmith would be easy in this kind of town.
Dwarven town. Mining colony.
Mining town, even.
With silver and iron in the walls.
So, Kialis first. You walking through town managed to find a cellar. Surprisingly, there was just what you needed in a shop that was... Okay, let me rephrase that. So you find one of the 5 gems that you're looking for. You find topaz, and it was on like a nice velvet pillow somewhere in a shop that sells like all the random crap. So you find that. Just let me...
Is there a price tag associated?
Yes, let me just check. Yeah, the price tag on that one is 250 gold pieces.
Oh,
How big is it?
The size you need.
It's a thumbnail sized topaz worth 250 gold. Something's gotta change here, bud.
I already
don't
have
know
the
what
price
sales-
of the actual gem. Like, I'm looking at the
Hey,
price.
bud.
How big was the ruby?
It
I
wasn't
feel
that
like
big.
the ruby was like a good size, right?
It was like
Yeah,
a
it was
fist,
pretty big.
probably.
Yeah, it was.
Shouldn't it be the same size for price? I don't know.
Well, I have the value, so the gem is smaller.
Wow, that hurts. That
Ow.
hurts.
We'll just take more jobs, dude.
I'll just send Oswald to go look for Ash, and like I'll pretend
And-
like I'm looking around the rest of the shop.
You could always
Alright.
steal it.
Okay, so moving on to Ash. You walking through town find a older lady.
okay.
She's selling
lady.
flowers, and as you walk past, she waves at you and goes,
Oh, hello, young man. Would you like to buy some flowers? For a friend or family, perhaps?
she's surprisingly, that catches you off guard. She's a human.
Oh. Really? Maybe. What do you have?
Oh, I have all the nice flowers. I have roses, poppies, daisies, sunflowers. I picked them all myself.
And as she like clutches her chest, as she points to herself, like saying, I picked them myself, you see a necklace on her. And you see a... Let me just describe the stone because I know what I'm looking for. Opaque orange and slightly red-brown colored gem at the end of her necklace.
Big orange red gem. I don't know if I would immediately know that's one of the gems I'm looking for.
That's fair enough.
That it is a gemstone. I mean, sure. How much? I'll take one of each.
Oh, that's great. Let me just quickly. And she goes back and like crouches down, takes a piece of parchment, and you see there's like different names of flowers and like quantities next to them, and she like draws a line next to each one of them.
If you wouldn't mind, that would be 2 gold pieces.
All right. I go in
Okay.
and pay her 2 gold pieces.
She collects all of them, and then she like puts a nice ribbon around them, and she has like a big leaf of some kind of plant, and she puts that leaf around to make like a nice covering for the whole bouquet.
Oh.
And then she walks up to you, and she hands it to you. But she looks at you and goes,
You look like something's troubling you. Is everything okay? You can always share with an old lady. It won't hurt.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing to do. I've been having troubling dreams as of late.
Oh. Dreams can be very, what's the word? Impactful.
Yes. More than... These dreams more so than most. It may take some time to tell you it all. Do you
Are
have
you
somewhere we can
taking
sit down?
something before bed? I know I was taking those pills. They were made by a florist. And let me tell you, they gave me some naughty dreams.
Oh. No! No! Oh my. On second thought. We should be going.
Well, all is well that is well. So remember that oftentimes the answers that we seek are within the grasp of our hand.
Really? Okay. That's oddly insightful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
If I
Joe,
can
think
do
figured it out.
anything else for you, just let me know.
Well, you seem to know a lot of things.
Well, I've lived my life for a very long time. It's only natural that you learn a thing or two.
Do you know the name Azazel?
As you say that, there's... Do you know the name?
I'm sorry? I couldn't understand you. Would you repeat that last part? A name of...
Azazel.
You're not making sense, son. You mumble.
Strange. Here, I'll try and speak up. Azazel!
And as you do, she like takes a step back because like you shouted her.
Well, You have your flowers, you don't have to scream at me.
I'm so sorry.
Are you sure that everything's okay? You seem to be disturbed by something. Are those dreams that bothersome on your consciousness?
Honestly, yes.
Well, if you want, I have those pills. I can pass them on to you.
I mean, one couldn't hurt, right?
Very well. And she goes back, and you see she's got like her own bag, and she undoes it and opens up the flap, and then reaches in, and she pulls out like a cardboard kinda container, and then she opens it, and then she grabs one of the parchments, like a very cheap parchments, just to like put something in, and then she like drops a couple of pills in there, and then she puts another tiny ribbon around it, and then hands you a little tiny bag.
Thank you.
There you go. That should help. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Have a wonderful day.
And you have a wonderful day yourself, son. Just try not
Bye.
to scream at people.
Thank you, I say as I kind of wave my hand in the air, and with prestidigitation, I make the illusion that the flowers in the bouquet multiply. Woo!
And then she goes back to her stand.
Let's
Has
go.
Oswald found
Oswald?
Ash?
Yeah, so Oswald finds Ash just about when he finishes conversation with her.
I'm pretty sure Oswald knows what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna make a perception check, see if he notices, and then we'll go from there.
Alright.
Yeah, he'd notice. He'd like make like direct eye contact with the gem, and then like shake his head and like tap Ash's shoulder.
The gem around her neck.
I think his goal is probably to get you to Thaddeus rather than that
All
gem
right.
is Martin.
So, I'll go in that direction to meet back up with you guys.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and
I was
then
still just walking around
Strive,
looking for gems in armor.
you find the smith, or so the smith is basically a goldsmith. You may or may not have heard about this person from Thaddeus, as that's where he had his flower gilded.
Mhm.
So, what is your query?
I'll go in. Actually, I have another thing that he might be able to do for me.
Okay. So you see a dwarf with those like steampunk goggles, like slightly scorched beard from working with the heat, but at the moment there's nothing going on. He's just like chilling in a chair with his feet on top of the bench. And as you approach, he lifts his head up. How can I help you, son?
Do you work with silver or just gold?
Oh, I can't work with silver, but if you're looking for a specialist, there's a separate smith that can certainly help you with that. We have kind of mutual agreement that I'm the gold guy and she's the silver lady.
All right. Also, do you have a weapon shop somewhere around here?
Well, I have what I have, and he points to the wall, and there's like short sword, long sword, a bow, just like basic.
I'm going to look for a fine dagger.
For a fine dagger.
Yeah, like a nice one. Like not just like some shitty like carving one, like a really nice dagger.
Okay. He doesn't have actually. Oh, he doesn't have any daggers.
Huh. Okay.
More of like kitchen knives and that.
Ah.
But because he's a goldsmith, more than a silversmith,
probably not
Right.
as good as the other place could have.
Right. Could you point me to the, silversmith location?
Yeah,
Just
give me a
square bits.
second. Boat silver. Ah, yeah. If you just go over this direction, the lady's name is Mrulbera. Mrulbera Thruzum.
There. Okay, got it. Thanks. And he'll flick him silver coin.
Thank you for your patronage. Right, and on your way there, to where he pointed you, you find a stall with different minerals. There's like clay plate, there's some kind of, damn, what are the rocks called that you can create sparks with?
Flint.
Flint, thank you. Yeah, you see some flint, you see some less than refined ores, and then you see some gems. One of which catches your eye.
Which one?
Once I can find it.
Yep.
Uh, I actually can see. Give me just one sec. A blue gem. A very nice blue gem.
Can I try to figure out exactly what kind of gem that is?
Yeah, go ahead and roll nature. Or survival, whichever one you like.
I like survival a little more.
That is 17. Just from the name of it, you know that sapphires tend to be blue.
I kind of figured it was a sapphire, but I didn't want to assume wrong and buy
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find sapphire. It's on the very
Okay.
top shelf of the stall, and it's, let's just say, looked over and in a place where stealing it is hard, situated for a purpose there.
Who's running the stall?
An older dwarf. Maybe not older, but middle-aged.
I'm gonna go up to the dwarf and kind of point at the sapphire. Is that for sale?
Oh, yes, it is. Most definitely. That may, of course, if you have the goods to purchase it with.
Yeah. Name your price.
550 gold pieces, please. And you see the smug smile on his face.
Let me look at that. I don't believe you that this is a 500. Most of them go for 400.
Well, I can assure you that this is a real deal.
Do I have anything on me that he would want?
Do you?
Trades an eyeball for a gem? No. Probably not. Fuck. I'm gonna try and haggle him down. You named your price 550. What's the lowest you could go?
550.
I don't really believe that gem's worth 550. I've gotten rubies, I've gotten diamonds, I've found them. They're not that hard to get. What makes that worth 550?
It's a sapphire, my dear. Of course it's worth a hell ton. You think they are very often found? They are a rarity in the gem life.
How big is it?
Half a fist.
Half a fist. fingernails, and we don't need a half a fist worth of it, do we?
You need less than half. You don't need much of it, basically.
You need like a fingernail's worth, I heard, right?
Well, I mean, I don't
Did you disclose that to him?
think I disclosed that. I just said you
Yeah, so
probably
you just know
heard
that
me
he
say
needs-
that I needed this stuff.
Yeah, so you just know that he needs gems, and that's the one you've heard of.
See, I would get this, but I don't quite have 550. I'm gonna look around. Do I see Oswald anywhere? Because I know he just likes to lurk.
You don't.
No, he'd be with Ash at the moment.
I'll come back for that. I want to go to that silver shop.
Very well. Okay, you make your way to the silver shop, and immediately, the embellishment on the shop clearly shows that this person works with silver. There's just like slithering lines of like vines creeping around the decorations of the store, and as you walk in, you immediately see everything within your vicinity is this almost white silver. Hey, good day. How can I help you?
Yeah. Do you guys sell silver-coated weapons?
We can certainly try and silver coat them for you.
I was hoping you just had them because we can't stay here long.
Okay. Well, go ahead and have a look at what we have to offer. And she points you to a wall with like already made stuff. Again, looking for the fine dagger.
Yeah, just like it doesn't have to be like a super nice one, but just like one that's not gonna like. I don't want to like give someone a shitty dagger.
Okay. Give me just uno momento.
All right.
Okay. What you find is a straight dagger with a point that with a blade that comes to a point from almost the hilt to the top of it.
Mhm.
And you see that the handle is wooden with the same like silvery embellishment around of like vines creeping around the handle, and then the handle merges into the hilt, and hilt actually like resembles vines as well, so like the vines twist and turn and create the hilt.
Is the actual blade like either like gilded with silver or full
Yes,
silver?
it looks very nice.
All right. I'm gonna point to it, not grab it, and just say, "How much for this one?"
Oh, that's a very good choice. The price on it is 10 gold pieces.
10? Oh, easy. All right. He's going to put 11 in a pouch and say, "Could you gift wrap it? I don't want to mess it up."
Oh, very well. By gift wrap it, did you mean just a nice ribbon on top of it, or did you actually want me to package
Like-
it for you?
Yeah, just like put it in like a bag or package or something nice.
Okay. She goes, sorry. And she grabs the blade and then goes back to the counter, and from under the counter she pulls out like a small wooden container. It's not like the most presentable container, but it's better than nothing. And inside it has like nice black velvet lining of not cushion, but just like. And she places the blade in and closes the packaging, and then slides it towards you.
I'll give her I'll give her 12 gold pieces for it.
Okay, she accepts, and that's very kind of you. That's 2 gold pieces of tip, basically. That will come very handy. Thank you.
Yeah, he'll leave, and since I didn't find an armor of sorts, I guess I'm just gonna head back to the tower now. And if I run across Thaddeus or Ash, I'll go see them.
Yeah, so Thaddeus, did you get what you wanted? The gem?
I was just waiting for Ash to come and talk the price down.
Okay.
All right, I'm probably here by now.
Yeah, so you've arrived there.
All right.
I'll just beckon Ash over and sort of whisper to him, well, you found a cornelian. That lady's necklace had it.
Ah,
Topaz over there is a bit expensive. Think you could talk him down?
well, we can play this one of two ways. I can either try and talk him down, or if you can distract him in one way, shape, or form, I can. How much of that do you think you need?
The topaz was the exact size, right?
No, it was slightly bigger than what you need.
Slightly bigger. It's a little bit bigger, but
I mean, okay.
can't really remove more.
All right. So if that's around the right size, then yeah, I'll try and talk him down.
All right.
Um,
I'll just pat your shoulder, and there's a flash in your mind, and you see an eagle.
whew, thank you.
Here go me timbers.
You'll see me kind of wiggle my index finger a tiny bit in the vague shape of a dragon's head, and then tap my own forehead. And there's a brief ring of fire kind of emanate coming from it. And before it snuffs out. Alright, let's do this. So I go ahead and step in.
And I'll just
yeah.
throw Oswald out to go look for Strife this time.
Okay. So as you walk in, you open the door, and as you do, you hear the jingle of the bell as the doors swings it open. And from behind the counter, you hear, "Hi, good day to you, gentlemen. How can I help you today?"
Well, it's a fine day, man. It's
Definitely is.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Not often I see older than dwarvish folk walk into my store, so it's a pleasure to possibly make a trade with you.
Yes, possibly.
And you said this was a shop with a bunch of random shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just look around.
Okay, roll
You have
perception. Looking for anything
some-
specific? Sorry, Ash.
Perception?
Oh, investigation, sorry.
Okay. It's like, I don't know. Nothing in particular, honestly. Something neat. That's a net one.
Dang.
That's rough.
I fall
You
asleep.
have.
You keep looking back at the gem because you just want it.
Oh,
You don't care for
That
any other
works.
shit. Hey, go ahead, Ash.
noticing you kind of like trying to look around, I'll also do the same, but gesturing with my hands. You have a magnificent assortment of items here.
Whoa,
How could I not leave with something?
Oh, I do thank you for that. I've spent quite a long time collecting all these goods. It wasn't easy, let me tell you that.
Wow. Yes. I'm going to be lucky to find something.
Whoa, definitely. And you see him, like, turns around and then walks up to one of the shelves and grabs a metal-made bird, and he, like, winds it up, and then the bird starts to, like, make metal sounds as you see the beak and wings flap. And you,
Oh,
that's one of my newest finds. I'm sure you would find it a perfect gift for anyone. A friend, perhaps?
Thaddeus
Oh.
is sporting a migraine now.
oh no. Well. Oh. So I glance at it, inspect it a little bit, looking around, investigating my own, seeing if there's any other gemstones lost in this pile of out of character junk. No,
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
might be something amazing in here.
Wait, have you rolled investigation? You have not.
I have not rolled
Okay,
investigation
go ahead
in
and
here
roll
yet.
investigation.
All right.
15. No,
Alright.
nothing catches your eye. There's, like, to him, it's,
Treasure.
treasure. To you, mostly junk.
Okay. So after looking at 2 or 3 of his finest, I then turn to the gem.
And that is what
Trying
it do. As he shows you the last
Oh.
thing.
Oh, amazing.
Did I pique your interest yet?
Well, quite a bit, but that right there, that is beautiful.
Oh, you mean the gem on the window?
Yes.
Well, it is quite beautiful. Were you interested in purchasing it?
Well, I would need to inspect it.
Oh,
See,
very
by
well.
trade.
He goes up to the side of the counter and then he lifts a flap that divides the counter and the shelf and then walks through it. Goes up and picks up the gem and then comes up to you and then shows it to you. Open hand so you can grab it to inspect it if you wish.
All right. So, I have this bouquet of flowers in one hand,
Yes, you do.
and so I say, "Hold this for a moment,"
Okay.
as I hand him the bouquet of flowers, and then kind of cast, I wave it around and say, "Wait, watch this." So I wave it around and once again make the flowers kind of multiply in his face a little bit,
Okay.
and I gently take the topaz to inspect it,
Okay.
turn around,
Okay, you
and
inspect it.
I
Yeah.
inspect it, and cast the magnificent spell, Distort Value.
Okay.
shit, you have
I
that.
need you to
And I
roll
have-
sleight of hand.
Alright, while trying to basically
That was
mesmerize him with
I
the
d-
flowers.
The
With
DC
the
is lowered for
flowers.
it because that's a well played.
Alright.
If I knew that's what you were gonna do, I would have given you dexterity.
Dang. Alright, let's see how this goes, please. Maybe? I don't know.
So you have this gem in your hand and you cast
I
the
look-
spell and you
Let
see.
me just ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Does Ash still have his hero point?
have
I
what?
do.
His
Hero point?
Oh,
Hero point. I'm going to add a d6 to that.
Okay.
Add the d6.
Gonna be 1, watch it. Oh,
Yes.
damn, 6.
Game, let's go!
Let's
Okay.
go!
Let's go.
You take the gem and in your hand, one left hand holding it and right hand casting the spell, and as you do, there's just this gentle glow as you hear as the guy is trying to face away from the flowers that are literally growing into his face. And as you do, you see you're making it less worth. Am I right?
Yes, I'm cutting its value in half.
Okay. So you see
Shit.
as there's scratches begin to appear on the gem and dirt marks, and inside you see this nasty brown coloration. And as you finish casting the spell, you turn around and he's still "Ugh," and then he turns the bouquet to the side and "Oh, well, that was a nifty trick. Can I have the gem back and you can have the flowers back?"
Sorry, it's still definitely a topaz. Here you go.
Thank you. I need you to roll deception check as well.
You have advantage.
Alright. Woo!
Oh,
Oh.
God.
He looks at the gem and you see him close one eye and look at the gem closer, and then he's back to smiling. Okay, so after expecting the gem, are you happy to purchase it perhaps?
I think I would like to purchase it. It's still
Wow.
definitely a topaz, but
Yes.
my starting price, I'd say it's worth 80 gold pieces.
Oh, that's going a bit too low. The original price on the gem is 250 gold pieces. I have to let you know. 80 is
Yep.
a bit low. How
I
about
see, I see.
225 gold pieces?
Oh, well, you see, that's for a pristine topaz, cut well, in the gem market. I would know. In its condition, with all those scratches, as you see there, and the fact that the coloration's off, and that I like you, I'd say closer to maybe 120.
He begins to bite his lip and then let's call it 140 and I'll throw in the silver bird, the metal bird.
I actually have a young one who would love that. Thank you. Deal.
And he shakes your hand, the free hand of the flowers, and then he walks up to the counter with the gem. And he begins
Fucking-
to pack it into like nice paper bag. And he throws in the metal bird in there as well. And you have your thing. And Oswald finds Stripe.
100
Fuck yeah.
gold cheaper.
Fuck
Let's
yeah.
go. What a fucking spell.
My
What
metal
would we do
army.
without you?
That was well played.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was quiet when you mentioned it. I was like, come on.
I also wanted that spell. I thought about it. I was like, nah, maybe not.
Okay, so
Oh.
you recoup. Is that the word for regroup? Recoup with Stripe?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just direct Strife back to the other two with Oswald.
No, that means something completely different to what I thought.
Well, I wanted to bring Strife to us so we could continue looking for those gems.
Okay.
There are at least 2 more that we can acquire.
Yeah, and for the sake of time saving, two of the other ones are the only ones you can find.
Okay.
So if you choose to go back and bargain for those, then you can feel free to.
The moment I get back, I'm going to inform him I found some sapphires. Ashen, that is.
Heck yeah.
I needed that.
And Thaddeus, that was
How much do I owe you?
140.
And you 14 platinum.
All right.
I'm going to warn them that the dwarf that was selling the sapphire wanted like 500 and something gold pieces for it.
Ouch.
I think our best bet would be to get Dunkel to maybe try to make it disappear from his inventory.
How big was it?
About half my fist.
I'll use prestidigitation to create an object the size of, that can fit in the palm of my hand. That is the sapphire, and try and make it as big as I can. This size?
Looks about right.
Who do we know that's dexterous?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we have someone who's constantly hiding shit from us. I'm pretty sure he'd be good at stealing too.
Not only that, I've seen him cut those gems. If he were to take that knife to it with a distraction, he could even just take a sliver, just as much as you need. He's got gem cutting knives.
You guys have any way to bribe him? I can't think of a way. I don't want to instill fear.
In our kobold friend?
Yeah. How are we going to get him to agree to this? He's a coward.
Hey. Don't talk
More
that
value.
way.
Not in a mean way. Not in a mean way. Like,
Ah.
as in, it's going to take some convincing to get him to help us with this.
Well, he's a big fan of
does like-
copper.
My point.
How much copper do I have?
Could bribe him pretty easily.
Okay. All right. Let's go get the old man.
Before that, let's go visit that old woman, shall we? You still got 40 minutes left. Let's make the most of this spell.
The old lady who gave me the flowers?
Her necklace.
While you two do that, I'm going to go get Dunkel.
All right.
Also, before I leave, I'm going to give Thaddeus that box without like really saying much about it.
What box?
The knife I just purchased.
Passion.
Yes.
So would if I do follow through in helping them out, will my whole entire day be an interrupted day, or can I continue it?
Well, I mean,
later
a day is 8 hours of work, and then you have
Right.
free time.
We're stealing like maybe 10-20 minutes of your time.
More than
Okay,
that,
yeah.
because you have to walk there and back and blah blah blah. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. Perfect.
Yo, we finna finesse
So-
all these guys.
I was sort of half paying attention during like the individual sequences.
I bought a silver knife.
Oh, and it's a knife.
Yeah.
Is
All
it
all
like
he
a-
will say to you is, if I ever lose too much control, you know what to do.
I'll just close the box. All right. Don't lose control then. I'll put it in my bag.
Wait, you found a silver armor?
Yeah, there's a gold one too.
Where?
I know where both of them are. I actually commissioned things from both.
Kind of grab this hunk of silver ore. Just like, I wanted to put this on. And as you see, I materialize my packed weapon.
Oh god, now everyone's gonna have a weapon that they can use against me.
That might take a bit of time. You alright with staying an extra day? Maybe two.
I mean,
Out
maybe.
of character, out of game, my only complaint with staying here longer is I'm almost certain that Doc's gonna be in the next town.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I just want these gems. And then we could go.
Okay, so let's say that you've
Okay.
arrived where the older lady is. Oh, it's
I-
you! You're back.
Yes, and I
Oh,
made
actually,
a friend. Of
As we're like
course.
walking,
Hello. Oh, it's good to
Never
see
mind.
a fellow human.
indeed. Honestly, you're a
Yes.
sight for sore
The
eyes.
second one.
We're all humans here.
I forgot about that. Sorry.
You don't look a day over 40.
Okay, so what's your plan?
I'm assuming the description that you gave was like of an older woman.
Not old,
grey.
old. Like she's maybe in her like 40s, but her
Alright.
hair's kind of wild.
I'll just
Rusty
change the
voice.
number. You don't look a day over 30.
Oh, that's very
Oh.
kind of you to say.
Oh, what do you mean, 20? Now,
And
I
she,
forgot
like,
to.
She throws you a wink, or sends you a wink.
I forgot to give you my name. The name's Asher Drake Ward. It's a pleasure.
I have her name. I have her name. Where do I have her name? Start.
And I'm Professor Thaddeus Crick.
Found it. Oh, a Ash Drake Warden, and it seems like you do have a dragon on your shoulder, which, oh boy, is kinda
amazing and off-putting at the same time, but a
Oh,
professor.
Sidor.
It's very nice to meet you. My name is Genra.
I study all sorts of things, specifically the more arcane.
Hmm.
Did you know flowers have quite a few magical properties?
Do they now?
For example, and I'll produce the rose that's gilded.
Okay.
Ooh.
Once a rose, added with a bit of value. Can't go around making offerings when some of them are more fickle, you know?
Oh, definitely. Oh, this is.
And I'll
Yeah.
just make a very gentle flourish and like a very small cut through fabric, and real Oswald will appear through it dressed as finely as possible.
Okay.
And he'll have a white rose.
Oswald will have a white rose.
Yeah. And
Okay.
he'll offer it to the older woman.
Okay, very well. So the fabric of space basically opens before her, and then a Oswald steps through and like gives a gentle bow as he gives the rose to her. She grabs it. Oh, well, that's very interesting, Professor Stadius. Were you interested in buying more flowers, perhaps, Asher?
Well, I just kind of show. I show that. Well, do you? I think I gave the topaz to you, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the moment, we're actually trying our best to find a couple gemstones. There's a beautiful. Well, similar magic can be obtained, at least I think so, through the use of them.
Gems hold strength with the arcane. A specific gemstone, for example, a sapphire, can hold the power of ice.
That sounds very interesting. But as you can see, I don't have any gems for sale.
I was afraid that you'd say that. You see the gemstone around your neck.
Is that
Oh,
precious?
and she like grabs it and then like hits her head. I completely forgot about this thing. Well, I found it on the shore when I was going around Faversham, some years back. I honestly wouldn't mind selling it to you. How much would you like to buy it for?
Well, priceless artifacts such as that.
Priceless. And she's generally confused.
Well,
Treat it like
not,
garbage. Treat it like garbage.
not
treat it like
priceless, but carnelian, I think it's on average. I would know. I'm a practitioner with gemstones.
Deception.
Carnelians.
How big is it?
Huh? We got
It's
another
about the
practitioner?
same size that you're looking for. Maybe slightly bigger because there's a necklace. There's a drilled hole through it that necklace goes through.
So about the size of the topaz.
Oh, okay, yeah, she rolled that one. She
You
believes
also
that you're a gem scientist.
Gem scientist. Carnelians around 10 gold pieces.
Well, don't undersell it.
I
We'd be more than
genuinely don't know.
happy-
That's my guess, but
We'd be more than happy to make an offer of 100 gold.
20 gold pieces.
Excuse me, how much was that?
100 gold?
a 50. All right.
Don't want to undersell her.
I think that might be
She's
overselling, but you're right.
completely
She's worth it.
dumbfound. And you can see she begins to take off the necklace, and she like holds it in one hand. You're saying that I could sell this to you for 100 gold pieces?
As someone who, well, I don't want to bore you. Yes.
Yes. All right. Sure. Whatever.
Okay. Well, I could
You
do
just reach in.
this to you. Let's say 75. I'll give you a deal if you say that it is such a valuable gem.
You're
You
far
gotta
too
remember,
kind.
this one's uncut. I bet, like
Far too
guaranteed.
kind.
It's not like
I'm also, look, Thaddeus is a little bit more skewed perspective of races.
Okay.
Humans treat other humans very well.
All right.
Dwarves treat humans pretty roughly. Elves treat humans like they're garbage. Thaddeus is
Oh.
like, this is a human. I like humans. This lady's nice. Let's be nice to her. We're about to steal a sapphire the size of half her fist. So
I grab I grab a couple of platinum pieces.
no, I'll
nothing
buy
like
it.
good
I'll buy it.
old-fashioned D&D.
You'll buy it? Ah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah, I made the
Sure.
offer for it. So
you
Okay.
hand her 75 gold pieces, or 7...
7 platinum, 5 gold.
Okay, very well. She takes it, and then she hands you the gem. Well, that is going to make an old woman very happy for a very long time. I appreciate that, gentlemen.
It's nice to make fast friends.
I would say the exact same thing. And here. And she picks one of the roses and hands it to you. To Oswald. And that's in return. I'll take the white one, and you can have the red one.
Well, looks like you have an admirer, Oswald.
And Oswald, like, sends her a wink and then looks at you. Well, what can I say? Ladies love me.
Is that so?
Oh, you should see me in Feywild. They go crazy over me.
Insight.
You roll an insight.
I have
I'm also
disadvantage.
inciting that.
Oh,
You don't
yes.
understand him.
Yeah.
No!
Language.
Wait.
I can see the winks though.
Deception.
He's got no proficiencies. But he's got a +3.
So that's 19 against your 13. Yeah, he's telling the truth.
At least I think he's telling the truth.
At least you do.
Well, whatever you say.
Okay, so you have the second gem. Let's continue to the
Right.
third one. Okay, so
eventually reconvene.
I
right,
went back.
Did
to
you,
the
did you go and grab Danko?
Yeah.
Right, so you arrive at the hut.
Hey, Dunkel, you here?
Who's there? Rustling to put on a lot of like metal stuff.
With
It's
that
right.
said, sorry,
Hey.
Danko, I need you to roll your last check.
Oh no.
So I need you to roll your
As you walk up to the
leatherworker's
shack.
tools.
As you
using
walk
your
up to the shack,
intelligence.
it explodes.
So leather workers?
Leatherworker's tools, you're proficient
Well,
with them?
No.
Then you just add your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
And as the shack explodes, every bomb that was on any of our characters goes off. Chain reaction.
So what happens is, you knock on the door and...
Hero point. Hero point.
Airborne.
No,
No. You knock on the door and you open the door gently. You peek inside and you call for Danko, and you see Danko like in process of like suturing a leather, like almost a bubble. And you walk in as he pierces the skin, and you see a gentle path of smoke emits from the bubble, and it's in like green in coloration. But Danko quickly sutures the other side and like tightens it.
Ooh,
You got it under control.
ooh,
Just
ooh,
barely.
that was a close one.
Hey,
Ooh,
you like shiny objects, right?
oh, hi, Strife. Yeah, yes, I do. You just see Dunkel sweating real hard right now.
Would you perhaps want to help me steal something?
Oh, huh? Steal something? Sure.
All right. There's a stand with a dwarf. He has a topaz we want, but we don't need all of it. We only need a small, about finger-ish size portion of it.
Sapphire.
Or yeah, sorry, sapphire, man. Which be, if I distracted him, do you think you could cut a piece off of it?
Depends, because really, I need to make some loud noises to crack that thing.
What if we pulled him away from the stand?
Then it might actually work.
Okay, let's go meet up with Thaddeus and Ash.
Alrighty. Dunkel will put away that satchel, or like that ball. Is it complete?
Okay. Not yet, but you are
Not yet.
on the right track.
Alrighty. Alrighty. And after he puts it away, he gets onto his steel defender and begins to follow you.
Okay, so you all arrive. You all meet just outside of the range of the stall. So, like,
Yep.
you can see it. What's your plan?
Top shelf, behind the dwarf, there is a sapphire. I think it's in a case, and it's roughly about half the size of my fist.
Not in a case. It's in like a glass dish.
That's gonna be some hard work. But you see, I can practically turn invisible, but my sound will not be cancelled.
So what if we made him deaf?
Just clock him on the side of the head.
That might actually work.
Does anybody have a way to impair his healing or hearing, like, temporarily? Yeah.
Nope.
Does anyone have a way to move them, like, halfway across the town in an instant?
You want me to teleport him?
If you can sneak up to him without him seeing you
Wait.
and teleport him, like, halfway across the town, and we can steal that small of a chunk before he comes back, he won't know it.
Oh
No
my
shit.
gosh.
let me just like tell you one thing about teleporting. That's like the teleportation circle, first of all, is like several levels above me, and that takes 10 minutes to cast, and you have to volunteer to walk through.
Bro,
And
so we're all
just
we're all
one
kind
point
of like
of entry. There's people on the street.
Exactly.
They won't see Dunkel. That's the thing.
They'll hear it, but they won't see it. Do we have silence? Do we have the silence spell?
No, we
No.
lost the people that had that.
Yeah.
I have darkness, but that would just create an actual globe of black darkness that everyone could see and not see anything in, including everyone here but me.
I mean, I could literally just go up to him and knock him out.
No. No, you can't. So, here's the plan. First of all, Dunkel, can you even reach up there?
No.
If you stood on
Well,
your steel defender, could
maybe.
you?
Maybe I can actually reach up there, not thinking about it. It's gonna
You
be.
climb up to it.
It's gonna be quite a
I-
dexterous thing to do.
I don't.
Not a problem.
I don't
I'm
feel
gonna
good.
reach over and I'm gonna tap Dunkel.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a bit younger.
Hey.
Oh, I feel
Kind of have
I'm
like an
in
image
my
of a cat
prime.
in your mind.
What's that?
What's a cat?
You have advantage on dexterity checks.
That pain in your joints that you were feeling is temporarily gone.
And you also don't take fall damage from 20 feet or less.
Oh, nice.
So, you know.
I'm going to
fall-
feel bad possibly doing this. But,
Fuck them. This is important. Just steal it.
Okay.
is there
not
any
to be-
windows in the dwarven...
I was gonna say, what if your baby dragon like flew in, like lit his hair on fire and flew away?
Yes.
I don't think Cinder's ever been able to breathe fire yet. She's very young.
Nor fly.
Nor fly. As I pet her a little bit. I don't know, is there any windows into this place?
There's no windows. It's on the market. Like,
Yeah, it's like a stand. Like a
it's
stall.
on the same road that goes off from the goldsmith. So there's like a single stand with like I said, the different like ground earthy stuff.
Are there nearby buildings or alleys?
No, it's like in the middle of the but like by the wall of one of the buildings on this road.
Right. Near
Alright.
that wall or building, is there like an alley very close by?
No.
Fuck.
Is there...
What about a window?
So is there a wall... There's a wall within like 30 feet of him that I could kind of hide behind for a moment?
Yeah, I mean there is a wall that you can hide behind. That's basically where you stand right now. You can see him, but
Alright.
like you're a distance away.
I might...
Could we get like a shitty MS Paint drawing of the area?
Dunkel before going would change his color appeal,
So
and instead of copper, he'll turn into a bluish scale color.
I think I know what you're doing with that. Anyway, every good heist needs an entry plan, the actual what you're doing and getting, and then an exit plan. So we can probably get away with walking up to it if people aren't noticing us.
There's the stall.
Yep.
And there's like, so imagine that one square is like 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
so
no,
the
that's further than 30
store
feet.
would be like 10 feet wide, yeah, so it's not that big. Like at most 15 feet wide.
So it's just every square is 5 feet.
Every square is 5 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet.
So,
So the store is 20 feet wide.
well, just get rid of that. That's not there.
Alright.
It's like 15 feet.
Alright.
So
And we're all
this-
like up behind this wall here.
Whichever wall you want to be behind.
So you said this is a building right here?
Yeah, that's a building. The
Are there any
closest
windows?
window is like 15 feet up above the stall.
Alright.
How high
We
does
ha-
your darkness spell go?
How high does my what?
Darkness spell go. What's the height?
The ball... I'm
30
not
feet, I
actually
think?
casting the
Radius?
spell. 15-foot radius.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so that
30
goes 15
diameter.
feet up. That would
So,
cover us if we
Wait.
made it into the window. Right?
Just...
But how am I gonna return it after all of that?
By the way,
Maybe we
everyone
can-
in that spell is blind. In case you forgot.
Yes, every single
So-
person. Except for me.
I have an idea. Well, okay, if you know the area, how hard would it be to navigate while quote unquote blind?
Oh, basically impossible. It's pure dark.
I was gonna say, if all Dunkel has to do is climb down that window, steal the sapphire, then climb back into the window, then walk through the building and out of it like nothing happened.
So,
Wait, he could do that anyway. He's borderline invisible. We don't even need darkness.
Almost invisible, but yeah.
I can see Passion like, oh no. I don't know if you guys are against it. Tell me, but that seems like a not so bad idea.
Sneaking
We're
in
like
from the.
overthinking this.
It's quite the plan.
We just
I-
need to make a performance in front of the stand, distract the guy. I
And then
grab
no
a gem. Yeah.
Yeah, crawl down, grab it, climb back out.
Yeah. And the perfect tool for
I haven't done it in a while, but I
What if we staged a fake dogfight between Budo and the Steel Defender in front of him?
Yo! Yes. Cause a fake fight and have the Steel Defender disassemble. That's perfect.
oh my gosh.
Well, it's time to be an announcer, Ash. I'm going to fucking take action,
Okay.
and I'm just
Don't
gonna start making like like sounds like a gong,
Okay.
like a bell, and just like
What?
near me with prestidigitation, just to like get people's attention.
Dunkel puts on the
Alright.
hood and begins to shift to the background.
Okay.
I try to
we're
duck
probably
out.
gonna have to go into that building and go through the window.
I duck out of sight and the distraction. I'm actually gonna. I'm going to turn my weapon into a whip.
Wait, can you do it just like that? I'm pretty sure you have to finish a long rest. That's when you can switch the weapon.
The packed weapon with
I thought there was like one of the like one of the things warlocks
After you
get
finish
for
a
back
long
weapon allows
rest.
them to change it as a
Dunkel will
bonus
give the
action.
command
You
word.
can change the shape of it after you finish a long rest.
I thought
Dunkel
there
will
was a way
give.
to do it after an action if you had one of the things. Like
Oh, you're back to the blade.
Dunkel will give his command over to Thaddeus over the Steel Defender.
Okay.
He'll command the Steel Defender to listen to Thaddeus, basically.
Okay. Okay, so you begin to make the ruckus in the middle of the street. What's your plan?
Dunkel's already heading to that window.
As the sound begins to emit from you.
I'm just gonna walk over here, I guess, with Budo.
Dunkel also shifts his armor into
Oh,
stealth armor.
this is Digvall, right?
So I choose the form of a whip.
Oh, you can use your action.
Okay.
Are we ready? We need the dog.
Yeah.
Apparently, because Ash is busy doing something, Thaddeus is gonna instead do it. He was tired. Good people of Digvall, as you're all aware, life can be pretty boring. And that's why we, the Red Company, are here to entertain yourselves. To allow you to entertain yourselves through, well, a part of our daily lives.
Yeah.
My friend here will be playing, well, a part in this story that were a group of bugbears. Specifically one who had a pet. And I'll gesture to Budo. Thankfully now, Budo is a member of our group and is quite... you do have advantage on dexterity checks, by the way, Dunkel.
Yeah, I know. I rolled them with advantage.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Budo is now a member of our troop. Very well trained, considering the time. And I myself will be playing the role of our, well, a talented individual who created this. And I forgot the name of your Steel Defender. Naughty Dog. It's canon now. Everyone's gonna call it Naughty Dog.
Oh no! No!
Ah!
Okay, while you perform, I need you to make a performance check.
Yep.
And
This is
then
why I wanted
Dunkel,
Ash
so
to do it.
what were you rolling
Yeah,
for?
as I step on the field and crack the whip.
Basically,
Okay.
the general roles for this whole entire thing: acrobatics for like maneuver around like high area,
Okay, so
clawing
again,
down the window, stealth because of approach, and sleight of hand just to grab the gem.
to get inside the building, you have to get inside the building.
He goes the back way.
Okay, so you find a door.
Mhm.
It's open. You swing it open and you walk in, and you see it's probably a kitchen or some sort. And as you open the door, you hear somebody shout, "Who's there?"
They would have to roll with the disadvantage on perception if they want to see me.
I know. Okay, so you're trying to get to the window, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You begin to make your way through the hallway as a person appears in the hallway. I need you to make a dexterity check. Or acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you like.
Acrobatics would be best.
You have advantage.
14.
Okay. As they appear in the hallway, you maneuver and you like slide right next to them across the wall, and then you appear behind them. And they just stare at the wall. "Well, who the hell opened the door?" And he starts walking towards the door to close it. And then you find a
And-
set of stairs, making your way up, and you find the window. And Ash?
All right, and as he goes
We need the
towards the
dog
door,
Move the dog, Dunkel.
Oh, move the dog.
the
Okay,
dog,
yeah.
the dog,
Well, bam!
wham! I loudly shout, "On guard!"
I'm gonna take over this performance.
As I begin to.
Welcome to our weekly dog fights here at the what is this fucking alley called?
I was gonna try and spin this as like a legal storytelling and
Yeah.
not
It's-
an illegal dogfight.
Well, I'm not gonna tell my dog to take it serious. I'm just to tell him like play with that dog. You know, like I'm not gonna tell my dog to actually
It's
try
not
and
important what is happening if we
So-
call it a dog fight.
Yeah.
Listen,
Why I
dude,
tried to
people
story
in the
tell.
15th century watched beheadings without blinking, dude. They're probably okay with this.
Well, I begin to basically twist around, spinning as I snap the whip, kind of high, like I'm always swinging high that I don't hit anything,
Yeah.
but I'm breaking the sound barrier, so you just hear.
Oh God!
I'm not.
I
I'm
just
not
start-
really giving my dog a command. I'm just like basically telling him like go play. Like don't be serious.
So I start spinning around, whipping, pretending as if I'm trying to battle
Okay.
multiple opponents with the whip as the dogs.
As Thaddeus began the performance, not many people paid attention. Some of them were still like trying to pass through you and like not caring for what you're doing. But as you stepped in, I need either each one of you, so Ash and Strive, to make a performance check, or one of you makes advantage. With advantage.
I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage.
All right, performance.
Not 20! Okay, as people were walking by as Thaddeus, but then the second the whip came in and the loud happened, suddenly people began to turn their heads and a small crowd begins to gather around you, and they are watching as what's going to transpire. In that second, Thaddeus, you see as the window that's right above the merchant's stall opens up, and you see an arm, a leg, and then suddenly there's a dangle like crawling through it, and then there he is just like dangling off the window with his arms, and he's just like looking down, and you can see underneath you a stall, and then you just make eye contact with Thaddeus, and you see the whole scene happening in the middle of the street.
The guy that runs the stall, where is he standing?
He's at the front, so like, let me just. So if the gem's like here in this corner. He's standing in front of it, and he's like actually paying attention. He's like leaning on the counter, and he's like, yeah, and like clapping.
Yeah, I tried to position this so the dogfight was like right in front of him specifically.
I'm going to pull out the box that had the knife in it, and I'm just gonna put the knife in like a, I don't know, like a belt loop or something, in like a pouch on my belt, I guess. And I'll have the box open, and with Mage Hand, as like they're doing this performance, I'm just gonna move the Mage Hand around to people to like collect. Like I'll even toss a couple coins in there to make sure people are aware.
Okay.
And then I'll just as I see like Dunkel starting to climb down, I'll put the box directly in front of the shopkeeper or the stall owner.
Okay, so to collect like coins and such.
Just
Yeah,
to
we
like
want him to
give
have
him an
this
additional
target.
like distraction.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
more distractions, the better.
Okay. So while that's happening, Danko, what's your plan? So let's say you've tied a rope somewhere in the room to like a bed or something, and you begin to like lower
So
yourself down.
Mission
So
impossible himself
Dunkel's
down.
rappelling from the window all the way down to just to grab the gem from its height.
Okay, I need you to roll one more dexterity check. So acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, bam.
Easy. Okay, you lower yourself down without an issue, and there you are, right above the stall, and the gem's like on the very top shelf in this dish.
Dunkel looks around, inspects it if it's trapped or anything.
Okay. You don't see anything with your passive perception. It's just there on the shelf.
Dunkel then grabs it.
Okay. You go ahead and reach towards it, and now I need you to roll a dexterity check. Not acrobatics or athletics, just dexterity check. Okay, so what's happening? What's happening on the main floor?
Oh.
As
Like I
the
said, I told
dogs-
my dog.
Yeah. So, what's the command that you give to Naughty Dog?
A good
Be
one would just be to
ferocious.
dodge. I would just say dodge my dog. That way it looks like my dog, even though he's just trying to play, is like attacking him, and that dog's dodging out of the way.
Hinder. I guess hinder would be the word. So
Okay.
like prevent it from like getting a good hit in.
Okay. Strive, go ahead and roll attack, or 2 attacks for your dog. With disadvantage. Just quickly so we can see what's happening.
Advantage. Should I just do the multi-attack?
I mean,
Actually,
you have to
I'll-
roll just a
I'll
normal
just-
thing. It's just a
Oh, 15.
Ah,
doggo, naughty dog.
What's the
Bloody
AC?
dogs,
I'm
I
sorry.
see.
It's 15.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Roll for damage for the first hit.
I mean, it's immune to poison, right? So
Yeah, no, poison doesn't
the
damage
issue isn't the bite.
that. Okay, 7 piercing damage to Naughty Crust.
And it's
Barely
immune to
anything.
poison, so that doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the second one. 9.
Nine.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, so one of the heads manages to bite on, and the other head goes wide as Naughty Crust like dodges out of the way. Ash, Strife, any commentary?
Alright. So,
I'm leaving
that's
that
the
all
two.
to Ash.
Oh, you're leaving
moving
that
it
all
all
up to
here.
me? Alright, so, as the performance begins with the nat 20, you see me kind of doing a couple twists and turns as I whip, and I start to create a rhythm with it to go along with the clapping,
Okay.
create a tempo.
I'm just
So
gonna.
at first, it starts off.
As soon as my dog gets up by it, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, Budo!" Like, like try to get a cheer going.
Yeah, okay. There's more and more crowd gathering around you.
All right, so it starts off with every other beat. So it's
Okay.
as I'm kind of pirouetting around a little bit, And as they begin to actually fight, it goes to every single beat. So it's just,
Okay, so with every clap of the jaws, you go.
yep. And as I like kind of start posing forward a little bit, letting Cinder become a bit of a forefront. In every fourth whip, you see as I cast Produce Flame and kind of have this fake jet of flame. It's real fire, but a jet of flame come from my hand just above my shoulder where Cinder's mouth would be. But it's just a harmless, like, 5 foot in the air burst of flame at a time.
Okay. As all this is taking place.
I'll also assist like the dog's performance. Every time like Udo lands a hit, sparks will like appear where the bite was.
Okay.
And then every time Naughty Dog, because I'm just gonna call him that now, like moves, I'll like enhance his movement by like making force like a type of energy just like follow like as like a background.
Okay, like streaks
like a double
of
image.
movement.
Yeah, to like embellish the attack more.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so as the dogs are play fighting, let's just call it, and everything's taking place, transpiring in front of the street, you see as the vendor's like, yeah, that's what I call entertainment! And then he turns around, and as he does, Danko, your heart stops for a second as you see the guy just turn around to face you, but not look at you. And you see him pick up something from under one of the shelves. And as that's happening, that's the moment you grab the gem. And as you do, the dish begins to like wobble after you pick up the gem. And it wobbles and twirls. And as it does, the guy grabs this like basket of a smaller, less valuable gems, and he slams it on the floor, on the counter. And as it does, it sends a shockwave all around to the shelf. And as it does, the ball begins to and situates it in place.
Whoa.
And there's this moment where you're like, oh shit.
Thaddeus is
then-
cringing.
So we can all.
Dun 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 dun.
You begin to climb back up as the merchant shouts, "Merchandise! Get your merchandise! Merchandise!" He's just trying to make money out of what you're trying to make of this situation. You make your way back in the building with the sapphire in your hand.
Thaddeus finally breathes.
I'm gonna look over to Ash and I'm gonna be like, now's a good time to do something to clear out of here.
Yeah, and finally, as the two dogs, like as Budo goes a little into it, and manages to get that bite on Naughty Dog's neck. In a burst of, I lift my hand into the air with a burst of fire, and then, kind of at the ending a concert, crescendo both my hands to the sides as I cast darkness on the floor right in front of me. And so the entire stage turns black. And
As he does
bow.
that, I'm grabbing Budo. As he does that, I'm grabbing Budo.
Naughty is also leaving and following Thaddeus.
Okay, so you cast darkness. Everyone goes blind within the vicinity. Okay, Danko, starting with you, you're making your way out of the building. Not a problem, you've already, but you open the door and you hear the same voice. Who the fuck is opening the door? As you make your way back into the street, and there you see a black sphere, and out of the sphere you see your companions come out, and you just hear like mumbled voices of people like not knowing what's happening.
Yeah, 6 seconds later, the darkness spell, I dispel it almost immediately, like that was the end of the performance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all part of the show.
Okay. Are you just getting the hell out of there?
So
I'm going in a different direction from them.
Yeah. You grab your dog. Okay, I need everyone to roll stealth.
I will actually not run.
Yeah.
I will also basically I'll step out, and then
No, you and me were part of the performance. We need to get out.
Oh.
That's a big rule of thumb. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
I'll leave the
as-
announcer to bow and.
Oh, that was. Oh, that doesn't matter. I didn't mean to do that with disadvantage. But that's
Hey,
fine.
I still need everyone to roll stealth. Except for Danko.
Stealth.
He's fucking invisible.
Dog got 10. I got 11.
Yep.
I ain't leaving. I'm exhausted.
I'm just gonna like be walking my dog back like to the tower.
Okay.
All that really matters is that Dunkel wasn't caught.
Yeah.
Whatever fine we get is gonna be worth less than that, gem.
Ash, running out of the sphere, you bump into a few people. And then
Alright.
and then making your way out of the sphere and like regrouping with Danko and then Naughty Krast as Thaddeus and Oswald are staying behind. He's like slowly walking away. There's a few people that are staring at you, but then the sphere disappears
bow.
and the gas turn into like applauses and shouts of like yay.
I'll hold up the box once more with Mage Hand and go. It was just a short performance, sure, but memories last forever. And allowing us to continue these performances with generous donations like you've already done so will allow us to continue to make memories and allow others to make memories of the stories we tell.
Go ahead and roll persuasion check.
Yeah, disadvantage, let's go.
I also lift Cinder up and say, "Who wants to pet a dragon?"
3.
So make it
What?
11 because Ash, let's just say he assisted you.
Okay.
With 11, some people disappointed with how it ended. Darkness, everyone disappears. Like, what the hell is that? Some people are just walking away, but some people walk up and actually give you a couple coins, and then some people walk up after giving the coins and pet the dragon. You see one of a dwarvish ladies picks up her daughter and like lets her pet Cinder.
Oh.
So all well that ends well. As the crowd disappears, the merchant goes about his business, counting coins that he made from your performance as people were buying his merchandise.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Well done.
That could have gone so much better, but that was okay.
It could have.
So tired.
We made it out with more than just a couple coins.
I think we're good to leave now. We should. probably head
Yeah,
to
let's
the-
get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk back to the tower.
Yeah, I'm walking back too.
Same.
I have half movement, so I'm gonna go slow.
All right. I'll help you along the way.
That was a roller coaster.
Thaddeus is yawning and like leaning on his cane, like, why am I here?
To enchant the audience, just like you did. You look like you could use a nap.
More than just a nap. We got it.
That we did.
It's 3 of 5.
I think.
Uncle appears on the walls.
Did we?
Yeah, Danko just suddenly like appeared. Like he was there, but until he said something, you didn't know he was there.
Exactly.
Well, I'm
What
sorry.
the?
My dog is just straight up sleeping there. Like he's been like that for hours now.
Oh.
Tunkel, I need
Mm-hmm.
one thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can have the remainder of the sapphire as well as the contents of this box. And I'll hold up the box that I was collecting money with.
Wide eye look.
I need you to cut this, and I'll hand you the carnelian.
Okay.
Cut this, and I'll hand you the topaz. And I need a chunk of that sapphire,
How big of a
roughly
chunk?
the same size.
Okay.
Whatever's
No,
left,
I
you
can-
can have. I just need those 3 things.
I can do that on our way over to Wrane.
Good.
Alrighty.
Let's get this going. I feel like
After
someone's waiting for us.
Yes.
Okay, so after a successful day of searching for the items that you were looking for, getting certain of them in less lawfully legal ways,
Had to do one unlawful thing here.
you all bed down
Right.
for the night, and then, without any issues, you all wake up this morning, the following morning.
All right. Go to the stable, get the horse and the food, get moving.
Okay. Is that right with everyone? You're all gathering your stuff and then just grabbing the cart, grabbing the horse, going to the stable, grabbing the feed, and setting on your way.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So without further ado, you do that. You grab the food. So with the amount of food that they've given you, that's 2 weeks worth of horse feed.
Okay. Will save me money.
Okay. And so you begin to make your way towards Wrane.
All
Danku
right.
working on the gems in the cart as... Who's leading or driving the cart?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I could roll for jeweler's tools to see how.
I will assist you in a way by enhancing your ability and then laying down.
That would be an intelligence check.
I can still enhance your ability.
I'm just informing you of what it is.
Okay, so
You see an fox, I think. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
intelligence.
What-
Yeah.
What is
party-
that?
What was it, Ash?
ah, I'll hold off on for that for now. What were you gonna say, Dunkel?
No. I just said what is that because of the
Oh,
fox image.
What is that?
Okay. Jeweler is
Magic's
21.
not real. What is this? Ghost.
Demons! Demons!
Demons!
I have some flower pills.
You do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to identify that?
You got drugs?
That
Okay.
could probably be good.
Danku working on your gems, you have created quite a nice set of finely cut gems for Thaddeus, as well as you did manage to finish the item that you were creating.
Woo!
So you right now have one of those.
Yeah. I forgot what.
I forgot what I'm making.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Okay. On your way there, about halfway, you come across a village, and on the side of the road, you see a elderly human that's waving towards you. Hey, hello! Would you mind helping an old pal over here?
Skip him. Leave him.
Skip him. No.
Leave him. We shouldn't help him at all.
Just as like as part of like your jeweler's thing, can I also have it where you're like socketing the gems into something?
Sure.
Just to-
Yeah.
I'll say that's the same role. If you were doing the same, like cutting the gems and then putting them in the thing at the same time, then that's the same role. You don't have to roll again.
I'm wondering what you're making.
Well, you can make a perception check. I will send a description to Dunkel though, because he was working on it.
Yeah.
And anyways, Dunkel not liking magic knows what magic is. Just ignores it. Being naive about it. Which one was it?
Okay. Do you ignore the old man, or will you stop and listen to his query?
I mean, I'm up for listening. And I'm on my own horse at the moment. That's not really
You
my horse.
have one. No, you have two horses because you took the other one from the archer. Got you.
Yep. I have the archer's horse.
Okay, so Ash, do you ride up towards the man?
Yes, I ride up to the man.
Okay, as you do, he puts his hands behind his back, as you know, as old men do, and like support his lower back. Oh, it's good to see a friendly face. Now listen, son, would you mind telling me where you're headed to?
Well, at the moment we're headed towards Wrane.
Oh, isn't that splendid? Listen, this old man's withering body cannot really handle even this short journey anymore. Would you be so kind as to deliver a message to my son?
I suppose. Do you live around here?
I live just so in the hut over there, but my son, he lives in Wrane, and he's expecting the parcel, or sorry, the letter that I wrote to him. And let's just say that he stands out of the crowd. You'll see what I mean once you meet him. So,
I see.
Would you be so kind as to deliver that to him?
No, why not? Sure.
Oh, thank you very much. You're the kindest of men.
And he reaches into his pocket, and then pulls out a small envelope and hands it to you.
What's your name?
Eric.
Eric who?
Eric, mind your business.
It is my business.
What's the name of the person we're delivering this to?
Yes, that's important.
One sec.
And what do they do? It would be nice to have a friend in town once we get there. Or make a friend, at least.
I'm pretty sure I have it written down. Just give me one sec.
Old man giving old man
There we go.
attitude.
Exactly.
My son's name is Ron, and you'll recognize him. He's wearing a leather vest of brown, quite worn now. It has his ears. He'll wait on you on the main street. Just keep a sharp eye out.
What does Ron do?
He's... let's just say he's unemployed at the moment.
I see.
With
Okay.
his circumstances, it's difficult to find a job that is going to keep him for very long.
All right. Guess I'll get this to Ron.
Well, thank you again. I hope you find him quickly.
Yes. Take care. Don't work yourself too hard.
And you too.
And he begins to walk towards his house. Thanks. So you have a letter to Ron.
What does the letter say?
Don't know. Is it sealed currently?
It is sealed, yes. Not with like a stamp. It's just like a lick kind of envelope.
I'd have to open it.
Darn.
Oh, I'm curious. Alright, let's keep moving. And if somebody wants to take a look at it, I don't feel like I need to, but
The letter. I guess I'll hold on to it because I do have every letter we have.
yes, even the bookkeeper. Here.
Yes,
Letter to
librarian.
some guy.
Named Ron.
Who?
Yes, apparently the Ron in a tattered brown vest. Leather. Brown leather is not very descriptive, however.
Nope.
Also unemployed, so
He's
this
in the
might.
middle of the street, wearing a brown vest of leather, unemployed. Name's Ron.
We might find the wrong Ron.
Likely.
And according to the old man, the old name is Mind Your Business.
Yep.
Ron, mind your business.
Ron, mind your
Yep.
business.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Actually, looking at the letter, does it have?
Yeah, Ron, mind your business is written on the envelope.
All right, then.
Actual last name.
There we go.
Okay.
Never mind. We're gonna find this Ron.
Fuck has a last name, mind your business.
Ron, mind your business.
What
a good last name.
coincidence.
All right. Well,
Mind your business.
we continue on.
All right,
Ron,
yeah.
mind your business.
Continuing.
Who are you looking for? Mind your business.
Hey. Give me just 1 sec again.
Sounds like a rogue name. We could use one of those in the party. Although, congratulations, we have one. No.
So we can have our new player join. Are we going to be skipping ahead?
Yes, we are skipping ahead right now.
All right.
All right.
I'm still determining on my gadgets.
Okay.
Both of them are pretty good.
Okay, so you finally, after a long time that you were supposed to show up to this place, you finally begin to make out the large cut stone walls of the city, surrounding it
days?
all over. It takes you a day to get there, like not even a day.
Shit.
You've picked up the pace.
We do also have a cart. That's fair.
Yeah. Fast travel and faster travel.
You
Initiated.
slowly begin to approach the entrance, and you see there's a number of guards set up just outside of the entrance, as well as a patrols of guards set up on the walls, overseeing them throughout the day, every day. And you see there's a large entrance, and to the right of it there's a small queue of about like a dozen people queuing up, various races. You see a goblin that's carrying a crate that's almost twice the size of him. You see a tabaxi woman with a smaller version of herself holding her hand as they are waiting to pass the gate. Just number of individuals, as well as you see one individual just at the end of the line before you. Duck, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. All right. So at the end of the line, you'll see just your everyday, average-looking, normal human guy. He's got some sandy brown hair. He's around 6'3". Looks like he's in his maybe late 20s, right? He's got some scale mail on. He's carrying a mace at his side, and he wears like this little cloak thing over his head. But he's just kind of looking around, trying to reach out to somebody. Looks like he's kind of a little bit lost.
Ignore him. It's a tourist.
It's a tourist.
It's a tourist.
I don't see a brown vest, but that might be Ron. Oh my
No, it's a
gosh.
different shade.
So yeah, I mean, I'm walking up to random people. He would almost definitely walk up to a group of well-seasoned-looking adventurers and just ask them, "Hey, I got a question.
Hello
Uh,
there.
Do you guys know where this city is?" And he holds out like a little map, and he's just pointing to a random spot on the map. And it looks like it's just a small city, more than likely the gates at which we're currently standing.
Oh,
I'll pull out my map. Is it Wrane?
is it rain?
Is it Wrane that you're
Yes.
actually looking for?
Yay!
Yes, it is.
This is the one.
You got it.
Oh, well, wonderful. I'm so glad to finally be here. It's taken me about 4 or 5 weeks. I've been lost 4 out of 5 of those weeks.
Sounds familiar.
Oh man, what do you guys have any business here? Like, what are you guys doing all the way over here? You guys look like you're well traveled, pretty
Yeah, we're looking
well
for someone
versed.
to mind your business.
Oh,
Oh,
well, okay then. I can definitely mind my business.
oh no, that's their name. Ron, mind your business. Rather painful last name, isn't it?
Thaddeus was not even gonna fucking like give even a bit of context. He was ready for either side. He just goes back to looking through his book.
Yeah, we're looking for mind your business.
So you're new to this town as well?
Oh, very new. I'm out here looking for a person, an individual.
Huh?
Are you sure it's not Ron?
So did we sleep on the road or no? We're like nearing the evening, I guess.
I mean, for the sake of my own sanity, I would say that you had to take a rest during the night, and then, like,
All right.
early morning, just before afternoon, you've managed to reach the gates.
Do we still have that ranger's horse?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
Ash is
riding
riding
it
it.
currently.
Okay.
That means that I'm no longer exhausted.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
you
So-
see there's the queue that tries to enter the city, but you also see there's one wagon that goes past you and goes right up to the gate, and you, Thaddeus, specifically notice that the gentleman leans over on the seat of the cart and like shows a parchment of sort to the guard, and the guard just like gestures him to get through the gate. And so he,
In my hand is the letter of like introduction. Just fucking ready to hand that shit over.
I figured.
All right.
To identify ourselves.
So as
Do
that's
you-
happening and you're having the conversation, suddenly there's a commotion at the front of the queue.
Oh.
And as that's happening, where is it? Where is it?
Where is it?
Combat?
What better way to bring people together
Whoa.
than
Here's a
near-death
kerfuffle.
experiences?
And
Kerfuffle.
you see a Goliath guard wearing this dark silver armor with a single greenish gem in the middle of the chest plate, as well as a green cloak that only encompasses his left arm. And there's like a white symbol on top of it, probably some military sign. And you see him grab the scraps of a collar of an old man and pick him up into the air. What are you doing here, old man?
Not like it matters, but what is the race of the old man?
He is human, or appears to be.
Thaddeus is
Dunk-
off the cart instantly.
Does Dunkel know who this Goliath is?
I'm
No,
following.
Danko does not know him.
I'm following
Okay.
Thaddeus because he's probably gonna need someone equally big to help stand up.
Okay.
Dunkel stays in the cart.
Thaddeus is ready to kill somebody. Like I'm not. Like he
I'm
looks
also
pissed.
following.
Like there's no insight check required. Thaddeus is visibly angry.
I watched the
Okay.
It
cart.
actually feels a little cold around him. So like the people that he passes, they get like a bit of a chill.
So
Okay.
I'm on the horse, behind these two. Look at the. I don't know if I could even tell that you're a cleric. I don't think I've ever met one before. Uh, but I look towards you, see those two running towards him, and then I just start like gently trotting as you see a great sword appear out of thin air, and then hoist it over my shoulder while I
What's your
start
passive
trotting in that direction.
perception, Doug? Anos?
My passive perception is 14.
14. Okay, Ash, I need you to roll perception check.
All right.
Thaddeus is currently a bit enraged, so he does not get a chance.
I mean, my passive perception is 16.
23.
I'm trying to assist him, so I might be able to roll as well if
Nope,
I can.
only Ash.
Okay.
Ash, you begin to trot towards, and you see that the Goliath's holding the guy. But something doesn't match up. Like, what he's holding doesn't quite add up to what you're seeing. There's like color sticking through the guard's arms or hands, as if there was some kind of an image.
Illusion.
The old man's an illusion.
So
Oh.
as you walk up to the guard, he turns around his head and looks at you. Can I assist you with anything?
I
He's
put
still
my hand
holding
on
the
the guard's arm, and it's cold, but it's not quite like doing damage yet.
Okay.
Thaddeus just goes, I ask you once, for the sake of your own arm and safety, unhand him.
And who are you to demand such things? And now he's holding the old man only with one hand, and then like his turn towards you.
I'm also walking up behind Thaddeus right now.
Watch as he's like leaning towards you and letting you know, and you see the gem on his chest flickers, and you see the old man's visage flickers as well, almost turns into a mist and disappears. And what reveals is a young guy, scruffed up slightly, and he's like, "Oh, please let me go." Would you like to add anything?
Do I recognize him?
No, you've never seen the guy.
Okay.
Do I
Does he
recognize
look? Does he look poor?
In a sense, yeah. He does look poor, of like a poor working class, yeah.
Question.
Tell
And
me,
he sets him down on the ground and pushes him towards the other guards, and the other guards catch him by the arms. And he now facing you crosses his arms.
go ahead, Doc.
Does this appear to be corrupt guardsmanship?
Go ahead and roll insight check.
Can I roll for that too? Because
Yeah.
that kind of was on my mind.
Yeah, go ahead, roll your separate insight check.
And what, pray tell, has this individual done?
17. Okay, he doesn't appear to be. He's doing his job. To the
He's
best
just doing
of-
his job?
Yeah, the best you can tell, he's doing his job.
Okay.
Because this is like a
With crossed
checkpoint,
arms
right?
and
This
like
is, border
smug
patrol.
face. This individual that you speak of, he's a thief.
That right?
Yeah, not
What'd he
only
steal?
that. Plenty of stuff. Market, food, goods, plates. Tried to sell them somewhere else. That ain't gonna pass in rain, my friend.
So the anger that Thaddeus had was directed towards the guard and then directed towards the kid who pretended to be an old man. And then it quickly shifted back towards the guard because something that a couple of you have been like catching on is that Thaddeus is a little soft to the poor folk. Right. And why exactly do you think he's been stealing?
That is none of my business why he's stealing. All I'm here to do is to stop him from doing what's illegal. And stealing within these walls is illegal, to the last of my knowledge.
True. But stealing is a profession. It's a job. Some people need to take this job in order to live. Would you rather him be dead in the streets? Starved to death?
Are you trying to tell me something?
I'm telling
White
you,
hair?
cities... White hair. That's a new one. It's not. What I'm trying to tell you is that perhaps look a little less intensely towards him. Sure, punish him. He got caught.
Ah,
Make sure
you
he learns
think-
his lesson.
You really think he got caught only for stealing? Did you see what he just did?
Magic.
Impersonate something.
Exactly. Now,
Magic illegal.
I presume you're a new one to this city.
Uh-oh.
And he begins to walk around you, and he's talking to everyone in the queue. Use of unauthorized magic within the premises of this city is illegal. We are bound to search anyone under any suspicion of using such magic or means, and we will hand you over to where you will be interviewed, or where you will be
Interrogated?
interrogated. Thank you.
No, this is in character now. Thaddeus be like, it's interrogated.
Interrogated. And
So, what counts as unauthorized magic? Just curious.
do you have a permit that allows you to use the magic within the city?
I'm going. He's
I'll
going
actually
to
provide this letter because, like, he's a guard.
Okay.
We gotta give him identification anyway. I'll
Okay.
hand this
Well,
letter. It's this pass.
What do they count as magic?
This is the forged
He-
letter, right?
He
No.
reads through the letter that you've been given by the mayor of the Soul Side.
I don't know, sir.
He hands it back to you. That's a no.
And then I'll pass him the forged one. How about this one?
Okay. What was the forged one? Where with
It was
about the
It's the one we
gates?
made about the gates and stuff.
He reads that.
He also rolled really well on his forgery.
I
of it.
know, but
Yeah, we work together.
he slaps the letter. Oh, I don't know what this is. And he hands it back to you. If you would like to use any sort of magic, even the smallest of spells that you may cast, you need a permission from the very high ups. The Mage
going
Council
to-
itself, or perhaps the Flayers Academy. Those are the
I'm
only
going-
individuals or institutions that are allowed to give permission to use magic within this town. Any other
Strife.
letter is not going to count. Go ahead.
Strife is going to prick his finger with his claw so that a drop of like flaming blood hits the ground and splatters and like kind of like bubbles. It's like, does this count as magic?
He looks at that.
Thaddeus sort of like pinches the brow, the bridge of his nose. Oh no!
He walks up right up to you, and he's just slightly taller than you. Put the arms on his shoulders. Now that's an interesting trick, my dear fairy friend.
Uh-oh.
Can Dunkel approach at this point?
Go ahead.
Thaddeus, can you hand me my cane?
I'll hand you the cane. I'm
Okay.
assuming the one with the symbol on it.
Yes.
Okay, you get the cane.
We are coming here through official one of your guilds.
And he shows the cane with the on it.
Okay, I need you to roll deception.
Deception. Okay.
Well, are you being truthful?
Yes.
Are you?
We were told to go to Rain by the
Yeah, we were
By
told to
the-
go to this guild anyway.
Trading Association to help further after searching
So-
through the Underdark cave.
So it has no connections to what the party has, but it's what Dunkel
Okay,
has. to
I'll allow
Yeah.
you to use the other one then. Let's go with that.
Alrighty. Well, no matter what, I'm still gonna have a negative. Oh well.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
One.
Okay. Well, that's
Not
a
in that one.
nice.
It's a dirty one.
It's a dirty one.
That's a 2. Might
That's
as
a
well.
nice cane you've got there. Like he doesn't even pay attention to the insignia on top of it. Now, yes, I do count this as magic, and I better not see you use any of such means within the city walls. Do we
He's
have
gonna
an
put his
accord?
He's going to put his hands up and say, "Better hope no one hurts me."
Nobody goes around hurting anyone within the City of Wrane. We pride ourselves with the safety of this city.
Really? I guess
Sounds
safety
awfully
of the
bad.
city is the correct terms.
Sounds awfully
then-
tyrannical.
Not safety of the people.
Well, then you
I've
should let
noticed-
us
I do
in.
not like tyranny.
You should let us in. We have
Not great.
information about the tears from the gods.
Regardless, like I'll just fucking mage hand will appear and I'll like make it clear that I'm using magic and I'll just grasp Dunkel's mouth shut again.
Ugh.
Okay.
Listen,
Peaceful
He
protest.
immediately like
Peaceful
snaps at you as he sees you do something with your cane.
like I'll have my hands up in front of it. I'll just make the like, gesture and another hand will just grab his mouth. Like, listen, by all means, escort us to one of said guilds, individuals, whoever. We have business. We don't plan to cause chaos.
I sure hope that's the
Question.
case. Yes.
Would you say that I am familiar with this man?
And no, you would not be familiar with this man.
Aww.
I
I
will
wanted
look.
to send him a message.
Oh.
Just wanted to say hi.
Oh. I'll look back at this new face. Seems like it's going to be a little bit harder to get into the city than I would have expected. We can get in. Do you want to come through with us? To find whoever you're trying to meet, at least.
Do you want me to declare all of my magical things before I enter?
There's no need for that as long as you are not going to cause any trouble. Again, just don't use it. You don't need it. You're safe in there. As well as I don't seem to notice any badges on you. No Players Academy, no Mage Council badges. The fact that you're even capable of using magic is confounding. But anyway, you can enter. Just pay the toll.
How
What's the
much?
toll?
Toll's 1 silver piece, and then for everyone entering the town, including your pet, and then horse and the cart are 1 gold piece.
So it's just 1 gold piece for everyone to get in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 silver, and a gold.
What
I'll
about the
pay.
bird? What happened to the mechanical bird?
I think I have the most silver, so just deduct that from me.
I mean, I can pay for it.
No. We just got paid a fuck ton of money. You save
Right.
what you started with.
Uh,
And I'm already fucking in his face, so I'm just gonna hand him exact change.
Okay. Okay, very well. He grabs the money and then he hands it over to one of his associates. And he just stands there watching you as you're passing by through the gate into the city.
And like just before I enter the premises, like just before I enter the gate, I make direct eye contact with him. I make Oswald disappear and make him appear on my other shoulder and just flip him off as I walk backwards.
Okay.
That's funny.
Go ahead and roll. Let's just say persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah, I'm real good at that.
Well,
How
while
about
we're
intimidation?
Oh
It's a
yeah, or
7.
intimidation.
Yeah, let me just see what that's. Yeah, it's the same.
oh,
I have deception, not these two.
Okay. So what happens is you see another flash of green in his chest, and Oswald does not appear on your right shoulder, and he grins.
ah!
I'll remember that.
I want to.
He turns
Before I
around and
walk
goes next, and just continues to deal with the queue.
Before I log off with the party, I want to take a really good look at that. Like, it's like a pendant, right? Like on his.
No, so it's a green gem embedded in the middle of his chest plate.
Oh.
Not too sure. Count
And
yourself.
you're
What
kind
kind
of
of-
quiet. Oh, because you're far.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
far.
Petting my dog, sorry.
What kind of armor does that chest plate look like?
It's just a not a full plate. Like he doesn't have a full plate, but it's like a
Half
lot of
plate?
yeah, a lot of like metal bits and pieces, and there's like big single chest on single piece chest on his torso with the gem
So-
embedded there.
So
Just-
it's a half plate.
Possibly.
All
Just
right.
just the way he's using it. Can Dunkel look Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let
It's
me
clearly
share
dispel
that.
magic.
Yeah, most likely.
I know that's
right?
a really awesome piece of armor.
Yeah, he's most likely casting dispel magic or disrupt any spell that disrupts magic. And so with 18, let's just say that you see the glow, like after he cast it, there's a flash of the green, and then the glow dissipates slowly, like a timer.
Dunkel smiles. Gives a little chuckle.
All right. So I trot into town, I guess.
Just make sure somebody's driving the cart.
No one is.
Nobody's driving.
No one wants to drive.
Let me grab.
Oh. So,
What I'll be doing later.
nah,
It's a good thing I bought multiple uses.
Did it to yourself, boy.
Nah, he won this
Alright.
time.
so
Okay, so you make your way through the gate, and a large main road greets you, and there's mass tons of people. People just sitting outside their houses, people walking with goods and carts, and just like coming on the horses. You see guards there talking amongst each other, and like from time to time looking across the crowd, making sure that everything's okay.
Dunkel would activate his cloak. Disappear inside the carriage.
It's not magic.
It isn't.
looking around, getting lost in the overwhelming number of people.
What did I do?
Miles red.
Wow,
There
I
it
don't
is.
know what happened. I
There it is.
clicked something and it just moved me to Whisper Channel.
Well, dang.
Okay, yeah, so getting lost in the crowd was the last thing I heard.
Yes, getting lost in the crowd a little bit, overwhelmed by the sheer amount of people. I kind of thankful to be on a horse and move behind the cart. looking back at the. Are you currently wearing chainmail?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, scale mail.
Scale mail. Look.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Looking back at the other person who is probably completely lost in the sea of people.
Oh, yes, that is me. I am definitely lost in the sea of people. I don't know where to go. Where are we going? What are we doing? Why am I here?
I guess come along. We can figure out the city together. I'm kind of lost as well.
Dunkel
That would be
whispers to
lovely.
you. Dunkel begins to whisper to you. What is your purpose here?
You cannot see the source of the sound, by the way.
Ah! I
Ah.
jumped. Kind of freaked out. A little bit confused.
Oh
You hear
no.
that?
Oh yes. Don't mind him.
Sorry.
Who's him?
Dunkel pulls off his hoodie and reappears right in front of you. You see this like 2 foot 4 inches kobold.
I kind of just like take like a half step back and I look down and I'm like, oh, hello.
Sorry. Didn't mean to
Oh
scare
no, it's
you.
fine. It's okay, I think. I'm okay. Everything's still here.
Hmm.
You
So,
didn't steal
Oh.
anything, right?
no,
Yeah, I would make sure. No.
never would. I'm not that kind of person.
You see me. If you want to make a perception check.
Oh yeah, my horrible perception.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'll intrude as you're doing that.
Yeah.
Strive, you hear
Yep.
footsteps as well as like a child's voice weirdly reaches you, and then you begin to look around and you make eye contact with a child that's standing just outside of an alleyway, and the child just staring at you, at your group. And you see a second child appears. It was a boy, and the girl appears, and she like whispers something to him, and he just continues staring, and then he looks back at her, stares one more time at you, and then disappears into the alleyway.
Meanwhile, you do notice that I'm not very subtly shaking my head, like, check, do check.
I check for my money specifically. I'm assuming it's all there.
Yes.
Well,
But
Yeah,
but your
yeah,
niece is
I'll
gone.
come along with you guys.
Thaddeus
You guys
will
don't even know
always
my
have
name
his
yet.
hand on his coin pouch. Especially because he knows exactly what the fuck happens in this kind of area.
Wrangle jingle.
Yeah, I would have my all of my backpack and valuables in the cart since I'm driving.
I kind of just like I slide my gold pouch to the front just so it just hangs right at my waist.
All right.
Dunkel disappears. Boom.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was Dunkel. What's your name?
My name is Pax. You can just call me Pax.
All right, Pax. The name's Asher.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Asher. It's good to see some friendly faces after running away from some not so friendly faces.
I gotta ask, do you know Dwarvish? Does your character know Dwarvish?
No.
Okay.
He knows Abyssal. So, if anyone
Alright.
wants to speak some Abyssal, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he two kids. I'm distracted in character.
Yeah, there's two kids. There's two children.
Oh, they disappear into the alleyway. You continue on. And
Two
then
children disappeared into the alleyway. They're gonna steal our stuff.
They're
Thaddeus,
gone.
100%.
Ghosts.
you see through the crowd as people are crossing by, you see there a man of the description from an old guy, from Eric. A brown leather jacket or vest that's kind of worn on the side of the road.
We see Ron. Mind your business.
I forget what your name is. Mind your business. Vest boy.
And as you scream to him,
Behind
you realize that he's lower than the rest of the crowd. And so you slightly deviate the cart to the right side of the road. And as the crowd begins to thin out, you begin to see the whole image of the man from the description. And Ron, mind your business, is currently sitting in a wooden chair with what appears to have wheels, like 2 sets of wheels.
Oh.
We have a delivery for you.
Oh, hi, hello. Was it my father who sent you?
I assume so.
He starts looking all over you, kind of intimidated as he's just sitting there in the chair. You see his legs, even though he's wearing pants, you can see that the bones are basically greeting you as you stare at his trousers. He's just so... He's paralyzed, right?
Anemic.
He's not skinny on upper torso, it's just his legs because...
They're atrophied.
Atrophy, yeah.
Mm.
Did he hand you anything for me?
I'll provide the letter.
Oh, great. He grabs it and then begins to open it, starts reading it quickly. Oh, this old man. And he like pockets it in his vest. Well, I am very grateful to you for delivering this message in here. And he pulls out a sack of coins, a light one, but hands it to you. That's for your trouble.
I'll open it, reach in and take a single coin out, and then close the pouch and hand it back to him. Postage is pretty cheap.
Oh, thank you. You can never go wrong with a gold piece.
It's the cheaper stuff that tastes a little bit worse, but gives you a better buzz.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
It's the cheaper stuff that gets you drunk quick.
Well, I don't mean to keep you any longer. Again, thank you for delivering this message to me. I hope my dad wasn't too big of a show-off, but I'll take my leave now. Thank you. And he begins to roll away.
I'm just gonna turn to the closest person next to me and be like, "Oh, what was that guy?"
Mind your business.
You turn around and there's this half-orc man just carrying a barrel on his shoulder. 2 tusks just sticking out from his lower jaw. He makes eye contact. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, and just continues walking.
We're packed like sardines in here.
I'll give you some fuel. Pags. Go ahead and make an insight.
Oh, you're giving me I'm scared. Heyo.
Heyo. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You turn to the half orc and like you spoke to him and like his voice kind of rung out a bit. And like out of the corner of your eye, you see Thaddeus like flinch and look and like make a double take to like make sure he saw the facial features of the half orc, right?
Yeah.
And then a sigh of relief washes over him.
I'm still confused. My character's just very confused at everything that's happening right now.
Overwhelmed. That's understandable though.
He's hypersensitive to these kind of things.
Oh.
Scared as well, huh?
The random voice from nowhere.
Excuse me.
Excuse.
What are we doing next?
Dunkel, I'm not going to pretend like you don't know where you're going. Can you take us to where we need to go?
Okay, fine.
Takes off the hoodie. Reappears right in front of our new character. Sorry.
That's Danko's new shtick,
Fine.
just like hiding and reappearing.
Fine. Follow me then. Begins to walk with his cane.
Hesitantly, I follow.
I sit back on the cart.
Okay. You begin to make your way through the city, and it's like mid-afternoon. Wait, mid-noon? Midday?
Mhm.
Is that how you say it? Is midday mid-noon?
Yeah, midnight basically.
Yeah,
I guess.
So confusing. So yeah, so it's
Midday.
midday. Let's just say midday.
Midday.
At midday.
Just
Midday. And the city is packed. Like currently there's a little room. Like you have to go at a quite slow pace not to have your horses trample over anyone. And you see plethora of races, basically everything you can imagine. You see mixes that you've never seen before, and you see tall and small of the same kind. And you finally reach a crossroad, but you immediately notice from your point, approaching it, that the road that crosses your path is a different kind of road. It's much smoother, it's lighter in coloration, and it just looks like there's more work put into making it. And as you begin to approach it, you see there's like a single 10 feet off crow's nest. And on top of it, you see a gentleman, a human, and he goes and leans on the railing and then blows into a whistle. And as he does, you begin to see that people from this crossing road begin to move off quickly as the people that were approaching it stop in their tracks. And this piece of road is completely cleared as you begin to hear a horse hooves clacking on the ground. And you begin to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses pulling 1, 2, 3, 4 large wagons that carry people inside of it. And as that passes, you are finally able to cross the road again, and you make your way further.
Yep, that's towards the prison.
A prison?
prison.
There's a prison?
Mm-hmm. More to the west of here.
So crossing the road, you see, looking to the left, that the horse cart, the horse train, has stopped a little distance away, and you see some people getting off of it and some people jumping on, and then it moves off again. And so you continue, led by Danko. I'm assuming Danko is leading where you need to be led.
Yes.
Okay.
You wouldn't take them to a different area.
Do I see anything that's like any signs or any like individuals hanging around a specific like building of like interest? Like I'm just looking to see if there's anything that would be cool to look at.
From the cart, the main road as you're on right now is mostly plain. It's just like housing buildings and maybe some smaller establishments. But through the alleyways where the buildings cut and the rooftops give way to the further horizon that you can see, to the left of you, you see a large tower that has white walls, or like washed off white, with green roofing on top of it, of the tower's roof. As well as, now making your way further, you finally see a large opening at the end of the road that you're traveling, and there, right in front of you, you see a obelisk in the middle of this large plaza, empty plaza with just people walking across. And you see that the monument in the middle of it has like a spiral design, as there's like lines, but not curving ones. They are more jagged, so they like cut ever so often as they twist. and come to a single flat point atop the monument. And there, on the opposite side, you see a large building, most likely a city's hall. And there, as you enter the plaza, Danko takes you right. And there you see a large building. And let me just get there. You see a massive building of red and yellow walls, bustling with life. Inside... Okay, so once you get inside, I can read you inside. But you see, like, large windows letting a lot of light inside of the building.
This is a really nice building.
Here we are. This is the place you wanted to go, right?
And this is
Where
called
are
what?
we?
This is a mercenary and merchant guild hall.
Oh,
And where were we supposed to go?
Merchant.
Merchant guild.
So it's 2 in 1,
where-
basically.
Where do we park the
so it's
horse?
both.
You have fun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go. I'm just gonna walk into the building.
Where do I put the horse?
I don't need to be here. I did. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm going to go in with Thaddeus. Can you park the horse?
Yeah, I'll park it.
Shit to you.
I'll also go inside.
You know, there are hitches outside the buildings, right?
I'm gonna grab my stuff and Budo and head in.
Honestly, it looks a little strange, these hitches. It's like a pole with like a ring.
Huh.
It's not even a good way to tie up a horse.
Guess I'll just.
I actually have horse hitches in my town.
Oh,
No one
dang.
rides horses here. It makes
Weird.
the town look nice. Can you hear the quotation marks when I say that?
Yeah.
Look nice.
Yes, look
Very
nice.
rustic, very cowboy-ish.
You know, in Texas, we don't have that.
Somehow.
Wow.
Yeah. We don't
Crazy.
have that here either.
I live
My
in
house
Las
in my town is like 300 years old.
I live in Las Vegas, so it's kind of like a mix of urban and trashy.
Do you wanna know something funny?
What?
These aren't old editions.
Oh my
Oh wow.
A few years
so-
ago, they put them in.
Okay.
So this.
That's rough.
You make your way in, Strife. Of course, you're
Yeah.
being stopped by the guards right outside of the entrance, and you hear the same thing as you heard back in Digvall. You cannot enter with your dog.
Well, where the fuck am I supposed to put him then?
I guess
Guard just
leave
gives
him
you a
with the
shrug.
wagon.
What if we pay for the dog?
Watch, he's well trained, and I'll like put a hand up and he sits.
Roll animal handling.
Uh-oh.
I'll do
Uh-oh.
it.
I believe in you, dog.
Come on, pupper.
No!
Yes! He's
Yes!
You give the command to the dog to sit, and it just like stares at you, and you like kind of go and push its bum down, but you can only see it like begins to hump the air, and then you give up, and it just like continues staring blankly at you.
Oh no.
I'm not so sure that your dog is well trained, sir. I'm sorry, but it's not allowed in.
You better not say the same thing about Cinder.
He only just
will.
notices the dragon and like, oh, it should be okay. It's quite small. It wouldn't disturb anyone. But the dog
This
is.
dog wouldn't disturb anyone, I swear.
I mean, look at it. It has 2 heads. And the other goes, yeah, it has 2 heads. It's not very often that you see a
You
2-headed
hear,
dog.
you hear from inside Thaddeus laugh once, like one ha.
Just
Wait. I gotta ask the party real quick. Where is the mechanical bird that y'all guys got?
Oh, I have it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a real bird.
Yeah, it's not real bear.
Yeah.
Like a wind-up toy.
You can make
Yeah.
it into one, but I was going to gift it to Cinder.
Nice.
Yeah. You could probably upgrade it, but anyway, for
Yeah.
now.
Look, I gotta train this dog on how to be good in social situations. This is like the best area to do it because you won't be able to hurt anyone. So just
Heck.
let me in, and I promise it'll cause. No
I'm really
disturbance.
sorry, but I cannot do that. I cannot let you in with your dog. I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
Passes. You don't have any.
I'm just gonna go back to the cart with it then. Whatever.
Oh.
I don't feel comfortable leaving it alone because someone's probably gonna kill him.
Oh.
Dunkel's in the cards right now.
Okay.
Can't the dog come in? I'm asking the guard.
Sorry, why the dog cannot come in?
Yeah.
It's a proper establishment. There's also food and drinks served inside. So, with all due respect, but we are not allowed that inside. Like the smaller
Hold on,
kind. And he points to the dragon.
I got one last resort. It's an emotional support animal.
So halfway down the steps, you turn around and walk back up, and you're like, "Oh, it's an emotional support animal." Roll a persuasion.
No fucking way.
Nat 20.
Net 20, net 20,
Please.
net
I can't.
20,
I
net
can't.
20.
Read this.
20.
Roll it!
I'm trying. I have a -1 to this, by the way.
Oh.
Let's go. And you wanna see what I rolled?
What did you roll?
Let's see it.
What did
Net-
you roll?
Oh, nat 20!
Net 20!
Worst excuse ever.
The second card. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But what if we just pay for the dog to come in?
I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter whether you pay or not. It's just not allowed inside.
Okay.
That's kind of rude.
Would you let a wild animal into your own house? If I
He's
may
not
ask?
wild.
Yes.
He's domestic.
Well,
Faust have found
anyway,
that most
It's not coming
people
in.
are way more
All
You
right.
can enter in,
way more
please.
dangerous
Thank
than
you.
wild animals.
I'll just go
All
back to
right.
the cart with the dog.
Well, shoot.
I'll just shrug and walk away, sad.
Okay, making your way in. You see, inside the reception hall is a great single room that is mixed with a dining hall, as there's a bar to the left of the entrance. This large space holds populated tables towards the bar area and sofas with coffee tables towards the reception, where a large stretching desk showcases 3 receptionists. 2 large staircases flank this large desk, with doors facing entrance on the ground and first floor. So there's basically like a large hall, and at the back of it you have the rooms on the ground floor. So like some distance behind the reception desk, and then on top floor.
Ah, Thaddeus.
So I
This
walk
is.
up to the bar.
This,
So
This is-
first of all, you have 3 ladies that are behind, but before that you see a elf girl with like blonde hair tied up to a pony just to look more sophisticated, walks up to you. Good day to you. Can I help you with anything today?
Here for the
good day.
there's the Merchants Guild, right?
Yes, it is. You've found the right place.
Wonderful.
It was like Thaddeus is a bit taken aback because he was asking Ash if that was where we were supposed to go because he couldn't quite remember. And then at this point, he's too embarrassed to like say anything else. So he's like opening his mouth and then closing it for a second and then thinking and going,
Wonderful.
Right.
Thank you.
right, we're here here to make a report. And what was the town called that we came from originally? Fallside.
Everfall.
Everfall. Why did I think
Believe.
Fallside? Is that
Or
the forest?
Fallside?
Yeah,
Fallside's a
You
town.
go-
Fallside.
Everfall is
Fallside,
the
you got it.
forest.
I mean, kind of both true. We're here from Fallside after completing a job for the mayor, was it? Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well,
We
very
have a
well.
report to make.
I will go. So go ahead and line up to one of the receptionists, and they will make sure to direct you
Alright.
wherever necessary.
All right. Thank you very much.
You pick one line, I'll pick the other. Whoever gets there
Alright.
first, we'll meet in the middle.
Okay, so you
Sounds-
see. Oh, I
Uh,
actually goofed
But
up.
before we go in, are they gonna do the whole thing where they imprison us and make us meet under like 20 guard surveillance again? I wasn't a fan of it last time. Is that how this
I
works?
doubt it. I doubt it. That's
Okay.
not normal.
That's not normal procedure?
No.
Huh.
Listen,
Okay.
I'll let you in on a secret. Not even the slums get that treatment.
Man. All right. Well,
That's
I'm
not
glad
too
we
far
weren't.
off.
Yeah, that was a little rough, to be honest. Hopefully, never have to do that again. Let's go.
Okay.
Right.
So
Pick a line.
a
I'll go to a different one.
small correction. There's 4 lines actually, not 3.
All
Forgot
right.
to change it. So
Oh.
first of all, you see all of them wear the same outfit, which is like a shirt, a smart white shirt with a black jacket and probably a skirt. But you guess that because only one of them is so tall that you can actually see her skirt from where you are. So the first lady, you see a Goliath woman with 2 braids coming down her chest and just like over her breast. Currently, queues are about the same, so like a couple people towards each one of them. Then you see a second girl, much smaller than her, but still quite tall. And you see that not only has she got like puffy hair, but also a weirdly many sideburns, even for a female. And as she steps around and like doing something, you can hear gentle clacking. Then next one, you see what appears to be a human, just a normal pretty girl, brunette with like ombre on the end of the hair. And finally, last one is also a woman, but let's just say she's more brawly. She's more of a thicker build.
All right.
So go ahead and take your pick.
I'm assuming it's a halfling in the second one. Actually, no, you said
Yeah.
still quite tall.
First one was
Yeah, second
tall.
quite tall.
Oh,
But
second
as she moves, you can hear gentle clacking.
All right. I guess I'll go in line. Either 1 or 3.
I'll just go in line 2.
Okay, so Ash, 1 or 3. Are you lining with one of them? Wait, what? Again, what's your character's name? Pax, right?
Yep.
Pax. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just hop in the line behind one of them because I have no idea what they're doing here. I'm
Okay.
just along for the ride.
Very well.
Yeah, we should probably clue you in.
One day, maybe, hopefully.
Hopefully. You've gotten thrust. You've been thrown into the deep end, basically. Oh
is
no.
Okay, lining up to the Goliath lady or human lady? 1 or 3.
I guess Goliath.
Okay, very well.
Yeah, the Goliath lady.
Now, I need you, Ash, and you, Thaddeus, to roll d20 without adding anything.
4. I got the slow
Okay.
line.
Maybe he's gonna roll
Flat
2.
D20. 3.
No way!
You got the slower line.
Guys.
Okay, so you were number 2, was it?
Yep.
Okay. So you finally reach the front of the queue, and there's still one person in front of you, Ash. So you, I'm assuming, just like leave the queue and join.
Yep, I just kind of
Thaddeus.
step aside and join Thaddeus. Yeah.
And you hear the gentleman in front of you. Hey, I was here. Why are you getting in line?
He's with me. I just sort of like sigh and like exhausted from standing in line because this is the fucking DMV.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Good.
Okay, so you finally make your way.
Pass this over here.
Slowly make your way. So the three of you line up, and finally, a pretty but kind of weirdly hairy girl greets you. And now that you're basically in front of her, you can see that the bottom half of her torso is of a
Horse.
goat.
Aw, satyrs.
No, save.
Oh,
Faye.
yeah.
And
Please hold.
she greets you with a wild smile, and that's where we're gonna left this session.
Okay.
Okay,
Well.
satyrs.
Satyr. Cool.
You
Satyr.
see satyr?
Yeah, something like that.
I say satyr.
It's like a centaur, but not. A
Some people say satire.
Satire.
Higher. Ah.
Because I'm gonna forget. Thaddeus will have a tired greeting in Sylvan.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Alright.
Damn, that was good and long session.
Heck
So-
yeah.
Sorry for the wait, Duck.
No, it's totally fine. I would like the group to know that my character is independently wealthy.
Okay. Heck yeah.
He's not broke.
He had that good
Well, I
DM
don't
treatment.
expect you to be like starting equipment wealth. I just we got paid several thousand gold over the last couple like jobs, and we're about to get paid again, I think. So it's like just save your money.
I mean, okay, I will. I mean, I am a normal human guy, so coming across gold is very difficult.
When the stingy dwarf won't take your 400 gold offer, so you take it for free instead.
Oh my god, yeah.